over
Gonna crit there.
just going over last session. Spirit and Sam, you were both absent last session, so you didn't miss a terrible amount. However, mostly just roleplay stuff. You did miss a few things. So basically, as of last session, you have all finished at this point, kind of helping to rebuild Hillsfar. You have been named heroes, Hillsfar and the surrounding regions, and Eve's mother, Lenore, is now the mayor of Hillsfar, thanks to some efforts from the collective. You have met and talked with Jergal, and everybody kind of went out and communed with their gods a little bit. And what has been discussed here is the plan to kill Kelemvor. You have all been summoned to Kelemvor's keep in the land of the dead, and on your arrival, a meeting will start, the final meeting of the Council of Arum, and the plan seems to be Oz is going to try and surprise Kelemvor. He has obtained a god-slaying spear.
That I forgot I even had people looking for.
That was like, well, I don't want to say 12 sessions. That was like 8 or 9 sessions ago. And you have attained the god-slaying spear, and he is attempting to use this, or going to attempt to use this, on Kelemvor in order to bring Kelemvor down. It has been confirmed that Kelemvor, well, 99% confirmed that Kelemvor is the traitor on the council. Through kind of the interrogation of some of the other gods. Interrogation's a light word, or a heavy word here. The light questioning of other gods. And the plan seems to be in motion. Oz is going to split from the party, and I believe Groin is going to go meet with Kelemvor directly and act something of a distraction.
Emissary, if you will.
Yeah. I will also say, your gods have kind of collectively warned you a little bit. Kelemvor is a god. He's not just a god, he's one of the chief deities. He is on the outer layer, or the full inner layer of gods. He is one of the most powerful. And so you have been warned. This god-slaying spear, according to Jergal, will bring Kelemvor down to mortal standing. However, mortal standing seems to have pretty high limits, as technically Ezekiel is mortal standing.
Yeah.
So this is kind of where we pick up. It's the next day. It's been, at this point, like probably 22, 23 days since the attack on Hillsfar by the Abelethic sovereignty. So we're going to pick up at the start of this day, day 23 after the attack. You all come to wake in the crisp, cold Hillsfar morning. The weather has, especially over the last couple of days, gotten more and more cold. Where it was fall, you kind of are pretty comfortable now calling this winter. Though winter on the Sea of Fallen Stars is not a terribly cold thing. It does get rather chilly here, but you are on the coast, and so it kind of levels out, but you're still in the like mid 60s right now.
So like an LA winter.
Kind of like that, yeah, a little bit. Not quite as pollution, but pretty much the same. Yeah, what are you guys doing? What is the plan? You guys have control over this time frame.
Crying internally.
That is the DM's job, for one.
Well, I'm taking your job for a session.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
So, just so I want to make sure we're on the same page, the plan was everybody goes to the other plane and I go alone, and then there's a way to teleport them all in, correct?
Is that the plan?
That's what we had discussed. And I proposed that to the group then, because
okay,
we had.
Yeah, you guys have now met in the collective's war room again. You're all kind of sitting around or standing around this table. There are like fresh drinks and coffee and whatever else you want served. And you're all in the meeting.
Morning.
Morning.
Man. I must have blacked out. I don't know what's happened the past several months.
Zuma just got insanely wasted for the last week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Would is Zuma the type to just like suddenly find an alcohol that he likes and just drink that for like a week straight?
So out of character, Zuma is an elevated version of Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Sam doesn't drink.
Oh, okay,
but,
okay.
But because this is in a D&D world, Zuma wouldn't get trashed, but he would definitely get like lit.
Gotcha. Okay, okay.
So, yeah. Let's just say
I've
he's a
known
lightweight.
Sam. I've known Sam
Lightweight.
for about 16 years. That's the first time I've ever heard him say lit.
Nice. Nice.
So everybody is aware.
So yeah, what are you guys discussing? You're all around the meeting table in this war room now.
So we're fighting a god, huh?
I think that's the plan.
We are killing a god.
Well, I mean,
That is an important
would-
distinction.
I mean, killing and that's a very, very big distinction. I mean, so this spear is going to do the job, or is there? Any
Point of order. Nobody actually knows that Oz has the spear.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So, how are we going to take this thing down? I mean, I can barely hit the broadside of a barn most days, and I mean, I got Thor with me, but I don't know if we're going to be able to take him down, even with all of our combined strength. And we've done crazy things before, but we're going to need a god-killing weapon at this point.
We've been told to trust Oz. I do
I
not.
have a plan.
You have a plan, so do you want to let us know what that plan is?
Nope,
about?
I cannot let you know the plan because Kelemvor may be able to read minds.
Oh.
AKA,
so-
he doesn't want to lie to us.
Oh, no. It's not the lying I have an issue with. It's the fact that if he reads your minds, then he knows the plan.
I'm pretty sure he can't read mine.
You know, I'm pretty wise there. I'm pretty good at keeping secrets.
You once walked into a trap and got yourself captured.
That was the old
By
me.
your own
The new
wife.
me, the married
Girlfriend?
me. is a lot more cautious.
Wife.
So
Wife, right? We were
here's
there.
the thing: Kelemvor is a judge. He's able to judge the worthiness of souls.
Well, then we just need to get a lawyer. I mean, that's all there is. Do you know any good
Why
lawyers
is
or
he
people who
here?
can speak?
No,
have a
no.
I have
silver
better
So-
aim with a bow than he does, and I use a sword.
It's not without the realm of possibility that Kelemvor or one of his right hands is capable of reading minds, or at least
Don't we
well.
have magic for that to prevent them from reading our minds?
So, gods are.
Gods?
Here's a good analogy. Okay, here we are, and here's how powerful we are. And Lily sets her hand like above the table, like about
Yeah.
a foot above the table. She's like, "This is where we are." Gods are. She
Touch
pulls
the
out a stick
ceiling.
and points all the way up to the ceiling, like up here.
Oh, so it's kind of like how. So we're like ants to them.
Pretty much, yeah. Our rules don't apply.
Right.
If anybody's worried, I will remind everybody that all of our gods are supposed to be there as well, and I assume that they would help us.
That depends if it's an aspect of them or their actual bodies. If it's an aspect, he could push them out at any time.
Well,
How? Does that
Kinda-
work for me?
Kind of like how Azakil did it.
What did you say, Spirit?
How does that work for me? Because technically, my gods could be considered the entire pantheon.
Well, Kelemvor's not part of the pantheon.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
She meant the Nordic.
Are they just
pantheon.
all gonna be there?
Oh,
Only the ones on the council are.
Funk. DM rapidly flipping through notes.
Because I
to
never
be
championed a
fair.
god. I champion Asgard.
To be fair, this is a meeting of a council of specific gods, right? And I don't think
It is.
yeah.
The council is 30. I guess 31 gods right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I thought it was just our gods. I'm not gonna lie. So
No, there's an expanded count. Like for instance, it's been mentioned, and I wouldn't fault you for thinking that because the rest aren't really mentioned much. But like some gods that you really don't interact with at all are on it. Like Thoth, the god of knowledge is on the council. Ioun is on the council as well. They're both gods of knowledge. So
See, that's why I was getting confused because everyone else, like except for Oz, had one god. So it's like everybody has one god there representing them, and then Oz has his two because he's special, and then there's just the entire Norse pantheon behind Seraph. Like I don't even know.
technically 2.5.
on the council, there are a handful of Norse gods that are on this council as well. Typically speaking, the one that represents Asgard is usually Heimdall.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the Bifrost.
Yeah.
Quick point of order. How many of the gods on the council does Oz have more followers than?
Currently 0. But
hold on, because at one point in time you said that Oz has more followers than Thoth.
then thought.
I do remember this.
Hold on. I have notes.
So Seraph, if you're a champion of Asgard
That's AshWinter.
and my god is Thor, does that make me a champion of Asgard as well?
No, you're a champion of one specific god. She's cool enough to be representative of all of them.
Gotcha.
No, I think
You do.
I
do.
know.
Thoth only has about 2,500 followers.
All
Holy
right, we're
fuck.
gonna vote him out.
So what you're saying is Oz wants to be a god.
I think that was
has
determined.
never
Yes.
changed.
Wow.
Wait, are you the big bad?
Not of this
Oh my
campaign.
God.
You set up for the next one.
I have no comments on that.
Wouldn't that be
I
a
d-
fucking plot
I
twist?
don't have to be a champion of entire realm. I think Thor's enough. He's pretty cool. Give me a lot of cool
God.
stuff.
You have more followers than Thoth.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just like, okay, whatever. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so we trust Oz, and then the rest of us are just gonna hang out. I mean,
Well, so I seem to remember that I will go as an emissary of the group, and then the rest of you will go to Jergal's realm, and then you will be able, as I believe has found a way to pull them, to pull everybody from Jergal's realm, kind of up behind Homeboy's realm, because Jordan can't remember names, and kind of pull a shoot move, and
so like a slingshot.
yeah, kind of.
Got it. Like knocking a bow.
So yeah, I mean, that's the last that I heard. Does anybody have Oz, have you found a way to do that?
think
To do what? Yeah,
get
my
everybody from-
Discord crashed.
To get everybody from Jergal's realm to
Kelemvor.
Face's realm.
Well-
Kelemvor, thank you.
So I have a way to get my. I don't. Well, I mean, nobody wanted to get the matching tattoos, so
What? I would have
Matching-
got a tattoo.
Wait a minute.
So last session they needed a way to y'all needed a way to get to Jergal's realm. Oz now has a tattoo that makes him an attuned object, basically, to Jergal's realm. So Lily can use him, or anyone can use him in a plane shift spell to immediately teleport into Jergal's realm.
That's
Wait.
really cool.
To Jergal's realm, or yeah, because I need to get to Jergal's, and then I have
You have a back door into Kelemvor's
I
palace.
have a back door into
Yeah.
which
and that'll allow everybody across, right? That's what I'm asking.
yeah, like from Jergal's we can get to Kelemvor's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, yes. Mm-hmm.
And then Oz has a special portal out of character. Oz has a special portal for from Shondacold that he's going to apparently have show up as soon as he needs it.
Shonda Cool, man. He's kind of cool.
He's kind of the guy.
No, he's Shonda Cool.
So what you're saying, his name this whole time has actually just been Shonda, and like the
Yeah.
adjective for him we've just always added on. His Shonda is cool, but
Like,
No,
his-
Sean the
Shonda.
cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's Sean the Cool.
But like
oh,
Jamaican.
wait a minute. So his name's Sean.
His name's Sean.
Okay.
Sean
And
the
he's the cool. Like, he doesn't have, like, whenever he receives letters in the mail, it's not like Mr. Sean. It's like Sean the Cool.
This is
Is that
Lord.
French? Is that
this
French?
is set.
Oh, God.
There is a
Shannon.
god
Sean
in
the
the
Cool.
official Faerun pantheon named Sean.
Yes.
Oh
And
boy.
he's the cool.
Not only that, he was actually in Shaun of the Dead for a moment as well, just a cameo.
Oh, so that's it. All makes sense now. Need the Kronk mean. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Nothing
Stop me
nothing makes
now.
sense.
No, it doesn't need to, though. We've reached peak D&D.
D&D.
Everything's made up and the rolls don't matter.
Exactly.
So, first off, now "Don't Stop Me Now" is now stuck in my head.
Don't stop me. Now,
So thank you. The whole fight tonight is going to be to that soundtrack.
Let's play some
Second,
Queen. Let's switch to some
Real
Queen.
quick, Steven, what was the song that was stuck in your head because you wanted help with?
No,
I don't remember at this
please
point.
Do not.
Okay, there we go.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
But
Okay.
no, it was not the Wii music.
Oh, okay.
So, is everybody set? Are we good to go?
I'm set for this plan.
Yes.
I'm all about it.
Also, point of order: Oz would have taken like anytime he wasn't sleeping last night to study up on Kelemvor and just to get to like as good an idea of what he's getting into.
Sure, make a religion check.
You could just ask Lily.
Also,
Make it with advantage because you have Lily's help.
okay, can I have double advantage because I have know your enemy?
You know what? Yes.
Do you know
Roll two clicks, and you get to choose the highest of those four. Sure.
19.
Great, 19. Lily knows a decent amount about Kelemvor off the top of her head, as he is a fairly important individual in the Faerunian pantheon. However, she doesn't know everything, as that is not her god. And the two of you kind of research a little bit, looking for different aspects of Kelemvor. You know that Kelemvor is the god of the dead, that he was previously not the god of the dead. However, he had a different portfolio before. Let me see. Yeah, that's right. He had a different portfolio previously, though it's not known what it might have been. He is one of the most recent gods. He was actually a human. He's one of the few humans that has ascended after Mistress Vale has been placed up. He was a human fighter named Kelemvor Lionsbane, and
That's
he
cool.
right, and he was, and it's spelled Lyonsbane, and he was thought to have been part of the adventuring party that birthed several gods, including Cyric and Midnight. Midnight is currently the actual current Mistra. He was always like a sensitive and kind-hearted person in life, so they say. However, there are like contradictory elements to that. There is this one moment in some of the stories that they tell about him where he executed a fairly young kid for doing some pretty terrible things instead of trying to teach the lesson. Not known if that's a true story or not, but it does kind of speak to the Kelemvor the Kelemvor disposition. His disposition, as a note, is that of just insane neutrality, just absolute neutrality. He is the judge of the dead, and so it is his job as a god to embody neutral judgment of the dead. He gets to decide where you go when you die, as long as if your soul is claimed by a god, he ferries you into that realm, or not ferries, but kind of decides that you can go to that realm. If you were a terrible, horrible blight upon the land, not just a bad person, but like an actual scourge of mortals, then you were judged by him, and your soul was shattered into oblivion, or your soul is shattered into oblivion. However, generally speaking, he lets each god kind of deal with their own baddies in their own way. If you are godless, he consigns your soul to the Wall of Souls, which is this long wall that stretches across the barrier of his realm. And basically he uses you as mortar, more or less. It's pretty messed up. And you stay for all eternity, supposedly. That has been challenged multiple times by many gods. Some of those who champion the faithless and their right to be faithless. However, it is currently kind of the fate of faithless to be consigned to the Wall of Souls. Some of them are offered second chances in Kelemvor's service, though this is rare. Kelemvor has one of the largest followings of any deity, numbering in the millions. So, and Kelemvor's symbols are it is a skeletal hand that holds the scales of justice. He also goes by the titles Lord of the Dead, the Judge of the Damned, the Master of the Crystal Spire, the Great Guide, or the Lord of the Crystal Spire.
If he wasn't such a shithead, he'd actually be a pretty cool dude.
He's mostly a pretty cool dude, generally speaking, and so that's that's why it's almost strange for anyone to question Kelemvor. Like, his question is Kelemvor really doing this, etc., etc. And that's why all the gods are kind of like, that's a little weird to me. But even gods are corruptible. Gods have personalities. They have free will.
Wait a minute. Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
AshWinter can take any form, right?
Yes, but AshWinter cannot currently enter the crystal sphere.
Okay, just
the tiny bit of AshWinter that you met was kind of a fluke.
Okay.
But yes,
Also-
AshWinter does have the ability to shapeshift.
AshWinter cannot cast magic.
Yeah, that is also something else. AshWinter has resistance to magic, but is also very anti-magic. Like, it can't cast spells. It doesn't have any connection to the Weave or the Aether. Okay. So, and you guys know that. You guys figured all that out from Ethelos.
Mm-hmm.
Good old ethanol.
Is everybody ready?
I have been ready for this for a long, long time.
I'm Zuma, and I like to party.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, neat. Kelemvor is actually the most recent apotheosis of any mortal. He became a god in 1368. Current day for you guys is like 1440 or something like that. It's not even been 100 years. Neat.
Cool beans.
All right, so
Spirit?
Oh, he's about to go through one hell of a hazing.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that can happen?
Death.
I was gonna say we all die terrible deaths and have our souls shredded into a million pieces for the rest of eternity.
Actually, that's not even the worst that could happen. We could literally just stop existing.
Okay, you could just
Well, I mean,
stop.
If we
Okay.
stop existing, then that's not really painful. We're just gone forever.
And we would have never existed.
somewhere you just hear, man, that sounds great.
Well, I
My
was
thoughts exactly.
ready to go, and then you said all of that, so.
Hey, the Raven Queen literally threatened us with it if she ever got agitated at you.
So what you're saying is you're more ready now, right?
No. I'm still ready.
Whatever.
All right, then,
All right.
Oz, get everybody there, and I will follow. And I hold up the.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Do we have a signal? You know what? We don't need a signal. You guys, you'll just know. You'll know. You'll know when it's time.
Oh, goody.
Alright.
That means we drop you. Got it.
Lily clicks her staff on the ground. If we're all ready,
Do we have enough
I-
room for everybody?
I guess the saying is see you on the other side.
Oh, Bojack, there is no other side.
Oh God.
There's literally another side here. We're going to 2 different realms of gods to merge them into one.
There's more than one side.
All right.
I believe so.
All
Same
right,
as
so you guys are taking that, and I am using the scroll to go to his realm.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yep.
Plane shift. How many people can that hit? Oh, up to 8
plane
willing
shifts.
creatures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
What about the dragon?
Dragon.
My
It
snowflake.
can go through it, right?
Shadow scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow scale. Okay, just
It's a
making
willing
sure.
creature.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
I just had a brain blast of like, wait a minute, we're not leaving Shadow Scale, are we?
Fuck
No.
no. He would be like, nope, I'm staying. Goodbye.
Oh, can you? Are you taking Shibu? Shibu?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Okay. Should be fine. I think you guys have enough room for that. So
let's see.
You ready,
If I
boy?
have to, I
Ready?
can put Jeff in the
Ready?
pouch.
yeah, you can put Jeff in the back of holding.
No, there's enough. There's just enough for everyone if Groin's not going with us, which
Clickety
he
clack,
isn't.
get in a
So.
sack.
Gotcha.
See, if
So-
we had kept Hefe, we wouldn't have had enough.
See, I was just planning ahead.
Real galaxy brain level
You
shit.
killed Hefe.
Oh,
Fuck you.
as a note, before we
Uh-huh.
go,
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. You guys spend an hour in this war room consuming this feast.
slash
Feast,
roll
feast,
2d10.
Feast.
This makes you guys immune to poison and being frightened, and gives you advantage on all wisdom saving throws. It also gives you plus 9 HP for the next
Twice.
24 hours.
I'm gonna
Oops.
be honest, I'm not gonna even track that 9 HP.
You should.
I will.
That's like what, 5% of your health? Shit.
I'm still baby.
I guess it's not considering your fucking.
Yeah, considering that he transforms into whatever.
Fine,
Whenever
I
he
put
wants.
a 9
Okay.
on my sheet.
It's like, okay, maybe it's not 5% of your HP. Maybe it's 0.05% of your HP. You are the exception. All right. So you lay out the your stuff. You lay out the feast. You all consume the feast. You all join hands as Groin kind of looks up from his turtle self holding the scroll. Groin, are you ready?
I think I am.
Okay. So you lay your hand on the space on the bottom of the scroll, and you watch it light up, and you all watch Groin glow for a second, and then disappear.
Mr. Oz, I don't feel so good.
That's not funny. I've actually experienced that.
You have death by
It was
disintegration.
my own doing. That's the best part.
As Groin disappears, Lily, are you plane shifting?
Yep.
Okay, using Oz as your attuned object, you whisk everyone away into Jergal's realm. So
Staff
We
of
have
the match
split-
IOP.
we have split the party.
Oh fuck.
I will say, we will start with Jergal's realm. It is very bizarre to enter into the catacombs of Jergal's realm. You have been to Jergal's realm before, but only in wispy, fleeting moments. You have only seen it just in slight glimpses and glances. just to speak with Jergal, just long enough to have a short conversation. You have never been here in person as you are
Actually,
now.
2 sessions ago, Jergal did actually summon Oz to his realm.
Right, you were in under the River Styx, though. Was it
Right.
not?
I don't remember where it was. I just know that he summoned me to his actual realm.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you've seen it once before. The rest of you have not seen Jergal's realm. Jergal's realm is an ever-expanding, never-ending crypt. It is imagine the like Draugr mounds in Skyrim, and how those are like old and decrepit and ruinous, and there's just skeletons laying everywhere and cobwebs and all that stuff. It's a very similar atmosphere in Jergal's plane, this never-ending burial mound that you all appear directly in the center of as you plane shift in. The way Draugr, yeah. Well, it's Draugr in Skyrim. But the way forward lies open before you, and you see standing next on either side of this kind of large archway through the burial mound are 2 undead servants, 2 large skeletons, both of them with these extremely just massive wingspan skeletal wings kind of erected over the archway, each of them with massive claymores. They stand probably about 10 feet tall. They look like angels but skeletal, and one of them looks down at you, Oz. The master welcomes you. Proceed.
Yeah, we walk through. Oz gives him a friendly nod, as if he's been friends with him for a very long time.
you get nothing but a cold response from the angelic skeleton.
Shoot him some finger guns. Hey, how's the wife and kids?
The angeleton. And so proceeding through this archway, torches, sconces on the wall kind of light up as you proceed down it, guiding your way. It branches in many different directions, but the torches seem to guide you, and you follow them through this maze, and it does quickly become a maze of crypts. And you walk by. There are undead here, quite a lot of them, in fact, but they do not mess with you at all. They aren't really doing anything either. Some of them are still laying in like their crypts, just staring, and they'll turn their head towards you whenever you pass, but otherwise they don't do anything. And you finally emerge in this kind of larger antechamber, where you can see that the room is kind of split in 2, and on one half of the room, it looks to be filled with probably dozens and dozens of skeletal creatures. The other half of the room looks like a library, but it's extremely disordered. There are books laying everywhere. There are tomes with like candle wax melting onto them from the burning candle sitting on top of them. And you find Jergal kind of just sitting in one of these ancient chairs here. Looks like it's made of like moldy, like what's the word here? It's not moldy, it's not rotten. Brass, where it's gotten old. What is that? Patinaed. Old patinaed brass. And he has a book in front of him reading it. And as you enter, he closes it and looks to you. I suppose the time has come for the deed, then.
Yeah. So we're 100% sure that it's Kelemvor.
We are.
All right, that's all I needed.
Gives you just a very slight nod. In order to get to Kelemvor's realm, you will need to cross the River Styx. Come. He stands and leads you, the whole group, down through this large kind of bolted oaken door. You walk for what seems like maybe an hour through this just ancient keep. Now you've gone from like burial mound and crypt into this large castle, and as you exit the castle, you are looking upon the shore of, at first, what looks like a river, but quickly becomes clear to you it is no ordinary river as souls swim through it. You can see them just echoing their past lives, being swept along in the current. The river is probably 70 to 100 feet wide, though it does...
I cannot jump that.
No. Though it does kind of lessen at points, and at other points it grows wider. And you see...
Can I roll to see if I investigate any of the recognize any of the souls on the River Styx?
Sure, make a perception check. 14. Your natural 14, that's pretty good. However, looking, you don't recognize any of the souls. They are not swimming, but being rushed by very quickly, so it's hard to get it. And there are millions. So the chances of you recognizing any of them, is low. But you will be on the water for some time, you can tell, as the river rushes by. You see, anchored to a small dock, there is a boat. Kelemvor. Jergal leads you just outside of the keep and motions with a hand. You will need to ferry yourself. Follow the current and find the docks to the land of the dead.
Isn't there like a guy that we pay for this? Is it like his off day or something?
Jergal smiles and he pulls 2 coins from his robe and hands them to you. Yes.
See, you weren't going to get one past me.
Just keep smiling. Good luck,
Nice.
Osric.
Yeah.
And he turns, and the doors to the keep slam shut. The atmosphere out here, you know the very beginning of Bloodborne, where it's got like how everything is just decrepit cemetery? Very Bloodborne.
Love it.
How much
Oh,
room
God.
is on this boat?
Enough for all of you. Plenty.
Snowflake.
That includes Shadow Scale, yes.
I mean, shadow scale.
Yeah, I mean the scene from LTR is kind of, all right, similar.
He looks down into the pond, and then the face just lights up. That's what I was mad. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch these souls, and you do see faces, and like you do recognize their human features or elvish features and stuff like that. And as you kind of all walk towards the edge of this river, you stand on the docks, and you see that there is a large pole leaned up against the mast of the boat.
So where's the ferryman?
We are ferrying ourselves.
You look down at the 2 coins that he just handed you. Get that's probably what he's doing.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
So we're going to go ahead and just agree right now that I'm going to drive this thing. Because I'm the only one of us that's spent any time on, like a long amount of time on a boat.
It's true.
That's not true. Lily has now.
I mean,
do you want to compare the amount of time that they've spent on boats?
I mean, no. I'm not saying she spent more time, just that she spent a lot of time now.
Okay, so Lily is to boats, as Oz is to as Oz is to libraries.
Yep. God damn it.
I'm going to fly. I'm gonna fly on Shadow Scale. Have fun with that.
Okay. So Shadow Scale, you get on the back of Shadow Scale, you're like, have fun with that. Shadow Scale starts to take off. the second she gets about 10 feet off the ground, there's something wrong here. And she is almost forced to land. And you experience it too, because you're on her back. It's almost like the gravity here is not right.
You can't.
There is
to
no
get to
flying
the realm
here.
of the dead. You have to be ferried to the realm
Oh,
of the
just
dead.
shut up and ferry.
Wow. Throw her over the side.
Okay. Everybody getting on? I mean, we're...
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone step on to the boat. You know what to do, Oz. As you unlatch it.
Away. Oh.
The current immediately begins taking you off. And you use the bye.
Have a beautiful time.
Oh, you're dead.
I'll tell your story.
Give me one
Bye,
second.
buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Hold on one second. Okay. Anyway, so you unlatch the boat from the docks, and the current immediately takes you off. The boat kind of almost aligns itself a little bit, just due to the speed of the current, the shape of the boat. It is a fairly large ferry, especially since like Shadow Scale is sitting on it. It's cramped now. Shadow Scale's on it, but it's not so cramped that it's impossible to fit on this. And as you go, you kind of grab the like quant pole and begin maneuver about. As you stick it down into the water, the pole is probably about 15 feet long, and it looks like it's made out of bone. And you kind of steer the ferry along. These are hard to use. It takes a lot of strength to do this. Ferrying is not a job for somebody with poor muscles. However,
29 strength.
Oz, you were one of the strongest creatures in the universe, and so you don't have too much of an issue. However, I need you to roll me a strength check here.
Got
Okay.
Ooh, got that
Ooh.
swole roll.
And then roll a d4.
Yep.
He rolled a 19 and a 20.
Good
That's
God.
stupid.
Yeah, that is a 30 ability check.
He's a buff boy.
That is awesome. Yeah, easily as you maneuver through this current. The current does pick up as the river itself gets a little bit shallower. You start to feel the boat moving faster and faster, and before you realize that there is this large rock just splitting the river in two, and you have to kind of maneuver away from the rock. In order to do that, you really have to fight the current here. You push quickly away from the rock, and you manage to get the boat completely around it as you clear one of the sides. You're now going like relatively fast. And as you maneuver around this rock, you are about to ground yourself, but in a very bad position, as this is kind of like this cliff face. Go ahead and roll me another strength check.
Cool.
Can I
cool,
guidance
cool, cool.
again?
Yes, you can. Okay, roll that d4. Perfect. Yeah, you managed to push away from the like cliff face. As you get really close to the cliff face, you see it's not made out of stone. This thing is made out of some kind of strange tar-like material, and you see a face blinking at you, and it just wails out, almost tries to like reach out for you, but it's stuck to the wall, and you recognize this is the Wall of Souls. Push away from that thing, because folk bad noise, and you manage to recenter the boat pretty easily here. Your strength allowing you to really maintain a good heading. Going further down, you drift down this current rapidly for probably about 5 or 6 minutes now without any real issues, except you see 4 or 5 souls clinging to the edges of the river itself, which is now probably in the neighborhood of around like 120 feet wide. and you see 4 or 5 souls clinging to the edge of the river. They are fairly close to you, and as you pass them by, one of them reaches out and you feel a hand pass through you, particularly as this soul kind of clings onto the boat now. As it brings itself up onto the boat, it wails. I need everybody on the ship to roll me a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage on this.
Yeah. Oof.
Hey.
Oz, you're about to die because you're rolling really good right now.
I rolled a 20, a 1, and another 20. Actually,
okay,
it went 120, 120.
Okay, Zuma, that is a failure. Jeff also fails, and those are the only 2 failures there. As this soul wails, your head just splits in 2 for a minute, and you are gonna take 25 points of psychic damage as the wail of this spirit just seems to almost pierce your mind. Jeff also takes the 25, and Jeff just stopped. He goes, pain is nature's response to bad things. You proceed down the river. The soul is now still clinging to the boat. As you look over, you want to do something about this. However, you have to steer. Who is doing something about this soul, because it looks like it's gonna wail again?
I will, because I am a cleric.
Okay, what are you doing?
So
You're muted, love.
it's a very good question.
I have a thing. I cast silence on the boat.
Okay, you cast silence on the boat. Everything goes quiet for all of you. There's no more rushing rapids. There's no more anything. And the soul, I would make the motion, but you wouldn't see it. It throws its head back and opens its mouth wide to wail again. And you don't hear anything.
Alright,
That was bitch. Shut up.
I have this. Channel Divinity.
Turn undead?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. That is a wisdom save. Okay. These things don't have much wisdom. Oh.
Wow.
Well. Okay. Is that a failure? I think it is.
Oh wait, it's against my spell save DC.
It is. I think
That's
so.
a failure.
So yeah, that's still a failure. Natural 20. Okay. Yeah. It immediately just looks at you with these big hollow eyes. Screams, though you can't hear it, and then lets go of the boat and drifts back into the river, lost forever.
That was
Proceeding...
the first time I've used my Channel Divinity since I lost Luna.
Yeah, yep. Proceeding further down the river, there is one obstacle in your way. You see the docks not far now down the edge of the river. You have to maneuver in order to actually hit the docks, however, and you also don't know how to slow yourself down here because you're very fast. If you hit those docks, you could destroy them. And so you begin kind of trying to maneuver. You're going really fast. You have about 150 feet before you hit the docks. You're moving about 100 feet around, so you have a round and a half pretty much. Who's doing what to slow this boat down? Because if you guys hit this, you know for a fact these docks are gone.
Do we even care about the docks? It won't make noise.
You might not board the land. Yeah. You might be thrown into the River Styx.
Looking through things.
150 feet away, you're moving 100 feet around.
Got a grappling arrow.
You need a grappling arrow?
I don't know if it would work, but I was saying I could at least shoot one to see if we can use it as an anchor point to slow the boat down.
Yeah, we also don't have the ability to communicate with each other right now.
Just tap Eve on the head. Drop it.
Don't you guys have... Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I'm going to... And okay, so first off, I want to know if this works.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use telekinesis to push us away from the dock, slowing us down?
What's the range on telekinesis?
It is 60 feet.
You could. I would require a spastic ability check.
Okay.
Arguably, Oz would already be trying to slow the boat down when he saw the docks.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you do go to slow the boat down. It is, however, a challenge. So Oz, go ahead and roll me a strength check. Lily, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. (24 and 18). Okay.
Eve taps and Azuma and hands 4 grappling hooks.
Do you drop silence, Eve?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So the silence drops, the water comes rushing back, all of this in this kind of moment. And Oz 24, Lily 18. The boat slows very slightly. You are now that is one round. Is anyone else doing anything while they do this? You guys are just careening towards these docks now. However, you do slowly start to halt. You're still going too fast, but it depends.
What happens if I give Shadow Scale a growth potion? Will she be too big for the boat?
Yes, absolutely.
So we can't fly at all?
You can only fly 10 feet up in the air.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to like fly behind the boat, grabbing onto it and trying to slow it down by...
Sure. As you kind of like grab the boat, use your wings to flap backward, trying to pull the boat back a little bit. Go ahead and make me a strength check. I like that. 26. Is anyone...
a lot.
Right. Groin, Zuma, and Eve, you all have an action still. If you want to use anything.
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I want to do a flash thing, but I don't know if it would work.
Mhm.
I basically want to put my feet in the water and like kick really fast to try to like counteract where the boat's going and like push it the other way, but I don't think that'll work.
Okay. Sure. Are you using your boots of haste to do this?
I mean,
I also have a grappling hook.
don't want to waste. I mean, the grappling hook I was gonna try to fashion to one of my arrows and try to shoot it on like a stalactite or something to like hook around to like act as an anchor to like pull the other direction. But
The grappling hook is already made to fire.
oh, it is okay.
Yeah. You would have to have somebody tie this to the boat or something though, because otherwise it's just you with it, not the boat. So somebody has to use their action to tie this around. There is like a center pole on the boat. It's meant to be a mast, but it doesn't have any sails.
Okay.
So
Well,
you could use that.
I can shoot this thing to anchor us if anyone wants to tie this.
Eve can tie. Eve can't cast any spells to prevent anything.
Okay.
All
Okay.
hers is
We'll
pew
try
pew.
Okay.
All right, we'll try that.
Or Zuma, roll me an attack roll from your bow.
And Shadow Scale is going to grab a side of the boat and kind of flap back if she can.
Okay, she's like using her wings as like one of those parachute things to kind of like stop the air.
Yep.
Okay. 15. Zuma, you barely get a hold on this as the arrow or the grappling hook looses from your bow. It slams into the wall of the dead, and you watch it just sink into this tar-like material. And for a moment, you don't think it's gonna hold, and then it catches something and just holds there. It does snap. The rope immediately snaps taut against the tension from being pulled so quickly. Just as Shadowscale opens up both of her wings and the boat starts to slow a little bit more. With all of your efforts there, this was a skill challenge. With all of your efforts there, that is a 24, an 18, a 26, and a 15. That is just barely a success. as the boat crashes into the docks, it does splinter part of the boat and part of the docks. However, you have slowed the boat enough for it not to be either a fatal crash that sends you flying into the River Styx, or a crash that keeps your boat just going and you don't have the place to dock anymore. And you slam up against the wood of the dock itself. Some of you are kind of thrown forward a little bit. One of you lands on the dock, probably Oz, because you were in the very front. You just kind of get thrown onto the docks itself and barely catch yourself from falling into the River Styx. You actually watch a soul reach up and try to grab your boot, and you just kind of like kick it away, and pull yourself. No. Pull yourself back up onto the docks. As you stand, you see the boat now. The current, because of just how much pressure there is from the current, it's now just pushing the boat tightly against the docks, and it's basically docked the boat for you. It's basically anchored.
Okay.
So, as you guys depart the boat, you turn around and look at the boat itself. This thing is not drivable after that. Probably won't last a whole lot longer in the river itself, as you watch the bottom of it being filled with water rather than souls. You watch this kind of murky, gray, dirty water just slowly start to fill the bottom of it. It's probably going to sink relatively soon. But
So we have a way out of this place, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, of course not. I don't have a cubic gate or anything.
You are now in the land of the dead. You have crossed plains from Jergal's crypt into Kelemvor's keep. Turn and see a road of magnificently tall crystal castle. Beep boop. Am I roboting?
I think it was my
You
Discord.
were for a bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I believe you said a magnificently tall crystal something.
Crystal spire. You turn and you see there's like a small path that leads up from the docks to this large gate to Kelemvor's magnificently tall crystal castle.
So do we have a way to communicate with Groin inside of there?
No. Well, technically. We still have the bracelets. We need to be within like 1,000 feet of each other, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ascending.
Right. But I'm saying, how do we know which floor we need to get to? I'm assuming it's at the top, because that's how boss battles usually go.
So, Groin.
Hi.
You feel this magic take hold of you as you release the magic of the scroll itself. Change music, because that's not appropriate for a diplomatic meeting. You feel the magic of the scroll take hold of you as you release its magic and are transported directly into Kelemvor's keep. You arrive in this large foyer. It is well decorated, though minimal. Its color palette is muted. You see tapestries. However, instead of the brilliant golds and reds that you were used to seeing in castles, you instead see muted browns and grays. As you proceed forward, there are several statues in this foyer. You kind of look around for a second and determine which way you might have to go, and kind of figure out if you wanted to head deeper. You just kind of go into past this little archway thing, and then walk around this large pillar. And as you do so, you see that there are many statues of various individuals in this castle itself, and each of them has a okay, cool. Each of them has a name plaque on it. And you kind of, as you're walking around, like looking, you kind of glance at some of these names. These appear to be mortals who have done great deeds of varying types. There are people who have saved hundreds and hundreds of individuals. Some of them gave sacrifice for the greater good, etc., etc. and they are all kind of commemorated here in this land of the dead. As you continue, am I roboting?
Yeah.
You did again for a second, yeah.
Beep boop, motherfuckers. As you pass by these statues, you do see one that seems somewhat familiar. Strangely, you can't place a finger on who it is. You kind of just shake the feeling off. Deja vu.
I've been hiding my place.
You kind of look back towards the statue again, and as you're looking at the statue, a voice interrupts your thoughts. Are you of the council?
Yes. Well, kind of. I represent the group of mortals that are here to defeat AshWinter.
You turn as you say this, and you see this very peculiar looking individual. Peculiar is not quite the right word. They look perfect, but like uncanny perfect. They look too perfect. They are currently dressed in this heavy white armor, though white's not really the word for it. It's like this dirty white, kind of light gray armor that matches the muted colors all around you. And they have their helm kind of under one hand. They have a sword across their hip, and they have two just splendid wings emerging from their back. You kind of recognize what this might be. This is, it's an angel of Kelemvor, probably. And as you say this, he gives you this slight bow. Welcome. Right this
Thank you.
way.
Oh, thank you.
And he leads
I
you.
follow.
Yeah, he leads you along this kind of really fancy carpet, intricate design across it. Again, muted color palette. There are no bright colors, overly saturated colors, or bright colors here whatsoever. It's all very, and there's no like super dark colors here either. Everything is right in the middle of the road in value, and it's really kind of like, at first it's like weird, and then it becomes almost unsettling as you're walking through it. There are torches that kind of flicker to your left and right, large braziers that light up the hallways that you are led down. And eventually you emerge into this very large great hall. There are probably about, let's see, including the guy with you, there are 6 individuals within this great hall itself, not including yourself, but including the guy that led you along. And they all stand around a throne. Now, this throne is much larger than any throne you've ever seen. It stands some 30 feet tall, and is wide enough to match as well. The back of the throne seems to be made of a collection of various types of weaponry. From swords to bows to axes, etc. And the center of the throne itself is made of this very, very fine polished, very basic iron. A white and red drape sits over the throne, acting as kind of a cushion. And you see an individual sitting in the throne in this kind of strange off-white armor. A humanoid, though extremely tall, some maybe 20 feet tall, standing or sitting there, has a large sword at his side, kind of parked against the throne. He is fully plated, and he wears this very large, long gray cape. The cape, though muted in color, is actually somehow still opulent. It seems almost too fancy to be worn as a cape. And he has a multitude of chains wrapped around his pauldrons and his waist, acting as belts and supports. On his head, you don't see a face, at least not one that has any expression. Instead, you see a hood covering a helm that is made in the shape and silhouette of a human face. you see two eyes underneath the helm itself, right where the helm's eyes are, and they turn their attention towards you. Both of the eyes, as you kind of meet the gaze, you feel just almost immediately this overwhelming sensation of guilt. And then it fades. And Kelemvor addresses you. Groin, I believe your name is.
Yes, that would be correct, and it is nice to officially meet you, Kelemvor.
He gives you a very slight bow with his head. And you have done much for the council, and you have done much for your world, for your people. And that is a respectable judgment. He moves around a little bit. He shifts, not uncomfortably, but as almost if posing to stand, and then stops. Where are your companions?
As you are probably aware, there's a lot going on right now, both with the attack of the Aboleths and the preparation for what will be the final battle. So they have sent me as an emissary to kind of bring the worries of our group to the council while they prepare for the final battle.
Roll me a deception check, please.
Yeah. Well, this is all technically true.
You were very clearly deceiving him. You know where they are.
I didn't say I didn't know where they're at. I just said that they were making preparations for the final battle.
feel like you're stretching the truth here a little bit. Yeah, as he stares at you for a moment. Curious. Very well. Then we shall await their arrival. Please, there are refreshments. And he waves one kind of gauntleted hand, and you watch a table emerge, kind of probably not even 5 feet from you. And on this table, there are a number of different types of food and drink. And you watch as kind of previously standing at attention, the individuals are surrounding his throne all kind of collectively relax just a little bit. You see that there are a total of 5 individuals other than Kelemvor kind of around this throne. You see 2 of them are very likely some kind of honor guard, as they are wearing the exact same uniform, and they look identical to each other. You can't see their face. They are wearing helms. However, they are, you not knowing a ton about the planes and celestial lore or anything, they are angels of some kind. You're not sure what type of angels. You also see, standing next to Kelemvor, directly next to his throne, a very tall angel, standing about 10 feet tall, wearing no armor, instead just wearing kind of this cloth wrap. Think like the old like Greek wraps. And the 2 massive wings sprouting from his back, holding just this humongous sword as tall as you are, in his hand, and he is eyeing you. He seems like he's the type of bodyguard that just automatically assumes everybody's going to do something terrible. You actually know what this type of angel is because you've seen it before. This is a planetar. This is the same thing that Luna is. And then to Kelemvor's left, there are 2 much smaller angels than the planetar. They're both standing about as tall as you, give or take. One of them is actually a decent amount shorter. Yeah, she's like 5'3" or something, and I think you're like 7 feet tall.
No.
Oh, are you not?
I'm a turtle. Remember, I think they max out at like 5 feet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So turtle's not like 7 feet tall. I must be thinking of something else. Yeah, so she's about the same height as you, and the other one is slightly taller than you. They both are very clearly angels of some kind. However, they look nothing like the others in the room. The woman, there's a female angel here, and she has this very haunting face, and I don't use haunting in like a good way here. Like she is enchantedly difficult to look at. She's strikingly beautiful, but at the same time, she almost seems to embody judgment in herself. And when you meet her gaze, you kind of have to look away from her for a moment just because of how powerful her gaze is itself. The other one is the angel that led you into the room, and he is wearing a helm over his face, though it is a parted helm. You can see he has kind of this almost porcelain skin, and these two bright blue eyes. I mean, just as bright, the brightest blue, neon blue. However, whenever you meet his gaze, his eyes turn gray and they stay there. And then when you look away, his eyes are blue again. So every time that you meet his eyes change color to gray.
Don't like that.
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting. However, everyone seems to relax a little bit. Even the stuck-up Planetar seems to kind of, you see his shoulders droop just a tiny amount. And one of the guards actually does kind of come over and pour a drink. He takes some kind of liquid. You can smell it from here. It's alcoholic, whatever it is. And he pours it in a cup, and he raises the cup to you. And welcome to the Hall of the Dead. And he flips back his helm, and you can see this just chiseled jaw. Just like imagine, Chad McChad face, and that's this guy. And he downs some of the cup and then backs away. He's carrying a blade with him, and it's not drawn. He does rest his hand on the hilt. So, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, please.
Tell me your position with the council. How did you come to acquire it?
That would be. Well, if I'm to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. I was just simply one who wandered the wilds, and then from there, I joined a group of adventurers to kind of have a family again, and eventually came in contact with gods. I don't know. I wish I could, be more specific, but
That's
basically,
fine.
that's how it has felt. It's been quite a blur of excitement and nervousness and wild moments.
He seems to listen along, almost like he's weighing every word.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So you almost stumbled your way into this position. Or
some would say stumbled. I would probably say fall, but you understand.
I do. I was mortal once, not long ago. I remember. The change from mortal to god is a very sudden and brutal thing.
I'm sure. One that I know I do not ever wish to go through.
Cox said, that was my next question. You have the potential.
Well, I just want a quiet life. I have a farm back in the mortal planes, and I would just like to live out my days there.
I grew up on a farm.
Really?
When I was younger, raising goats. At first, I never thought I would want to be an adventurer. I'd never thought I would want to see the world. The goats were all I needed. But things happen, and mortals stumble, and they fall.
I'm the exact opposite. I've seen enough of the world. I just want the peace.
That is respectable.
So,
But
alas, I believe we are to have a meeting.
We are. Soon.
Okay.
And he sits back in his chair. Soon. You see him wave his hand for a moment, and a cup looks like a normal cup, except for it's as big as you are. appears on the edge of his
Like on the arm of his throne.
like on the arm of his throne. Yeah, the arm is what I was looking for. And he raises it to the lips of the mask, and you actually see the mask itself, the helm part for a moment, and underneath you see a rugged face, just barely enough facial hair to be called a beard, and he downs whatever the contents of this cup are. You see the mask slam shut again, and he drinks. You watch as the angels in the room kind of remain at their posts, but go about their business. There are a few passersby every now and then through this room, though they are rare. And you wait here for 10, 20 minutes. He stops drinking at one point. I believe they will arrive soon. Yes, they are coming.
Awesome. Well,
A few more moments. And he seems to lean forward. Again, like he's getting ready to stand up, and then he thinks twice about standing up, and then he kind of continues to sit. And he looks around the room curiously. He's very eccentric. We'll go back to Oz and the group here.
the Ozettes.
You guys at this point have approached the entrance to the Crystal Spire. You are on this kind of like back entrance, pretty much. And as you enter in, you note that there are no guards here. Of course, it's the land of the dead. Why would you need guards? And you enter into what looks like this kind of welcoming hall. There are multiple different paths to take before you. However, something seems to kind of almost guide you along, Oz. As you look around, all of you are kind of looking around, which path do we take? Which path do we take? And you find that you're almost pulled in a certain direction. Walking along.
Who votes not to go to the direction we're being pulled?
Yeah. That may be the first thing you've ever said that I agree with 100%.
You avoid that direction?
I want to avoid that direction.
Okay, so you go. There's only two ways out of this room, so you avoid the direction that you're being pulled in, and proceed through the other direction. Let me.
It's a very real possibility that he already knows we're here.
No shit, Sherlock. We wouldn't be pulling in that direction if he didn't know where we're here.
As you continue through the keep, who wants to roll me a survival check to avoid getting lost inside the keep of the damned?
I mean, my survival
look
is
at
not bad.
I will.
I cast guidance.
Yeah.
Do I have survival proficiency? What's
No,
that?
but Oz does.
I do. I can help.
I do.
Okay, Zuma, roll with advantage.
Woo!
Guidance.
There it is.
The D4.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
before.
I'll say that was a success anyways. 30, nice. 30 survival check. Proceeding through the castle, there are many different paths that you could take, and you notice there are not very many people here. In fact, you've only seen a handful of what look like maybe servants, humans, few dragonborn, nothing substantial whatsoever. This is a very empty castle, and proceeding through, you manage to not get lost. Instead, what you do is you manage to find yourselves on the second level of the castle. You kind of go up these stairs, and now you can see through this kind of railing part of the first level of the castle. And though the railing is too small for you to like squeeze through or anything like that, you can see part of a great hall. And in that great hall, you all can see Groin. There is a table in front of him. From the angle that you're at right now, you can see Groin. There is a table in front of him, and he is Groin. Are you eating the food that he's provided, or no?
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah. He's just kind of standing there, like, kind of twiddling his thumbs a little bit. And you hear a deep voice kind of boom out at one point, and you hear part of the very last part, like that. And you hear the very last part of that conversation that Kelemvor was having with Groin. As you continue moving about, you figure it's probably a good idea to be stealthy given your current proximity to what you are fairly confident is Kelemvor. Can I get a group stealth check? Everybody roll me stealth, please.
Stealth, you say?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
It's my proficiency.
I give guidance to
Just Shadow Skill, just roll a 25 on stealth.
I'm a guidance myself.
Oh yeah, you
I
can do
give
that.
Oz.
Yeah, give it to us.
Okay.
I figured you were looking at the plate where it was like,
Oh, ignore my guidance.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so Oz, roll me a d4. You guys rolled pretty fucking high here overall.
Except, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news,
I have disadvantage.
so does Oz and so does
Oz.
Lily.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, hold on. Let me recalculate that then.
Hold on.
No, the rolls have already happened. Jeff does not have disadvantage though.
Half
Only
plate
somebody
armor
had an
is-
ability that they could cast and increase all of our stealth by 10.
We don't do that here.
Inazuma.
And how many of you are there? There's Eve is okay. So Eve 1, Zuma 2, Shadow Scale 3, Oz 4, Jeff 5, Lily 6, Seraph 7. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, cool. As you sneak around the edge of this railing, there's only a few spots where you can look through, but you do manage to get a couple of different angles, and you do see the large throne at one point. You're kind of going towards the front of the building now, looking for a way in, and you quickly realize that this path that you're taking, this little hallway you're walking down, actually ends. So you turn back around, and as you turn back around, kind of following the curve that you've just come around, you see Oz. You just barely notice it. It's really confusing because it doesn't look like it belongs here. There is a set of hinges in the railing. You guys are, as a note, you guys are on this kind of like loft area, and you are directly behind Kelemvor's throne, one floor up.
Okay. Oz says telepathically to Lily that I'm pretty sure he already knows that we're here. But we're not really in a bad position if we were going to sneak attack on him.
Lily says telepathically, "This is your plan."
Oh no, this wasn't the plan. I haven't seen a portal yet. This is not the plan.
As you see those hinges, you almost immediately gather these hinges do not belong here. There is a door in front of you that wasn't there. Directly above Kelemvor.
Blessed be the door god.
That's what those hinges are. That's a small door you could open directly above Kelemvor right now.
Alright. Do we have a way to secretly talk to everyone else? Because you and I only knowing this much of the plan doesn't really help everyone else. Oz gets Lily or Eve and Zuma's attention and points to the hinges. And, like, also, like, he takes his hand and like puts it up to his mouth to make everyone make sure everyone's being quiet.
Okay.
I
guess-
to imagine. Sorry.
I cast telepathic bond with everyone that's here. Groin's out of range.
Okay. So you all can now talk to each other telepathically.
So Shandakul gave us a door right above Kelemvor. Which, I mean, that's literally exactly what I asked for.
You know it when you see it, man.
Doors from the door god?
Doors from the door god. I mean, you give the guy enough, eventually he gives you one back.
Right, exactly.
Apparently.
Oz kind of looks into himself, and talks to. Oz has a telepathic bond. Motherfucker.
You're fine. Oh, that's an interesting question. I think you're about to ask.
Oz has a telepathic bond with the shield and the soul gem, correct?
Yes, you do.
With mine. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Yes.
put these
You're fine. I get it.
Fucking dogs.
We have a
Guys,
dog.
we have to
We have two
very-
dogs.
Dogs are great.
Spirits. We have to be very, very quiet. That's funny.
Does that mean you're making fun of my dragon now, huh, punk? I'm kidding.
I'm making fun of your dragon.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm making fun. I'm making fun of your dragon landing a fucking like 25 or something. Is she proficient in stealth?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't roll
Oh,
for a Shobu.
I'm proficient in stealth and so is
You know
Jess.
what?
Dragon of that size proficient with
Totally
stealth.
forgot
Well,
about Shobu.
She's a black
ancient-
dragon.
ancient white
So
dragons. Ancient white dragons are proficient in stealth, and they are gargantuan. They can swallow an adventurer whole.
Stealth shouldn't matter to
Side note.
something that big.
I know, right?
Side
Um,
note.
mhm.
I meant to just eyeball the room
Yeah.
when we got in here and whether or not it was the size of, like, I don't know, a white dragon could fight in.
Kelemvor is as big as your white dragon form.
Okay,
So yeah.
good to
In,
know.
in fact, let me go ahead and give you a map. Let's see here. Do you guys have a shared token that everyone can see from?
No.
Don't believe so?
I will make one real quick. I will just use this as, you know what? Here, Luna's token. Everybody can see from Luna's token. Okay, and then let me put you on the page.
Usually we can off of some of Groin's forms. Like
Yeah,
I think
that's
the
true.
white dragon was one of them because everybody was a white dragon at one point.
Yep. And then Groin, I'm gonna place you on the map where you're at right now.
We can all see off Jeff's token, I think.
Yeah, I just put Luna's token on the board for now.
I can't see off of it.
Same.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Same.
I can. I can
Whoop.
see off of Groin's though.
You can see them.
Well, that's because you piloted.
I have
Groin
played
one
as
time.
Groin, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, it says can be controlled by all players. Well, what the hell?
I can control it.
Yeah, I can see it. Like if I highlight the entire
Oh,
map, I can move it.
I know why. Does,
Oh.
does that fix it?
Nope, we see everything
Yeah.
now.
You're supposed to see everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, you probably don't even need a token to see. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. This is the room. And that is Kelemvor in front of you, along with
Kelemvor's a
his
big bitch.
right. He's fucking huge. Like I said, he's like 30 feet tall, and along with the angels. So, what are you guys doing here? You can all talk to each other telepathically now, except for Groin.
Okay, so Oz is looking into himself and speaking to Ein and Luce to see if he can get a better tactical advantage in this situation, to see what they think should happen.
Gotcha. Loose. With gods, it is often best to just make the decision. Hesitation is what gets you killed. And I go, hold on. I feel like maybe.
Fuck. Nope. Hearing that, Oz would kick open the hinges and jump down on Kelemvor.
Oh, really?
Oh god.
Yup.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait.
Oof.
oh. You
Oh.
jump with the spear in your hands, pointed downwards, just falling through the air. Oz, can you go ahead and roll me? Make me an attack roll with your normal weapon. Whatever weapon has the highest accuracy.
Okay.
Oh god.
Alright.
Don't forget you got those extra rolls.
Holy fuck. Yeah, that's a hit. Oh my god. So in god form, Kelemvor has 32 AC. As you had a chance to miss that, and that could have been fucking bad. As you fall through the air, landing directly on top of Kelemvor, the spear pierces his shoulder, and he arches backwards, goes to grab you, and immediately just lunges forward and falls into the floor. You are thrown probably like 20 feet, Oz, just straight through the air, the strength of this giant just tossing you across the room, and landing prone.
How long has it since River Styx?
In the neighborhood of probably 20 minutes.
Fuck. All right.
Since you landed. You land prone, like 20 or 30 feet away from Kelemvor, directly next to Groin. Kelemvor grasps the spear, and the Planetar next to him leaps into action, immediately just runs to him, removes the spear from his shoulder. But as he does so, you watch as the spear just disintegrates in the Planetar's hands, and it looks towards Kelemvor, and my lord? And Kelemvor, as he kind of arches backwards, he's now on his knees, throws back his head, and he just lets out this bellow of a wail, and then stands on both feet, rises up, and he looks down at you. Die! Pushes forward a hand, and you watch this material just surround his hand all of a sudden, and his eyes flash, and nothing happens. And he looks at his hand in disbelief, and he looks at you. And you watch the angels in the room are all just like, what the fuck just happened? And he looks down at Oz and, what have you done? And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative. I'm going to put you all on the very back of the room.
Whoa, what just happened?
20 on initiative, nice.
Groin
is this-
never rolls well on initiative.
Right?
Is there supposed to be music?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Because after we get done establishing initiative order, we are going to take a break for bios and whatever else you need.
Do we get like a surprise round?
You
for the rest
do
of us?
You do not. He detected you. He knew you were there. He did not know that you were about to come through his fucking ceiling.
That's fair.
Question: can you make her just a tad bit bigger since she's gonna get a growth potion?
There we go.
Sure.
There we go.
That way we don't have to do it later.
And if you have pets, go ahead and or other tokens, just go ahead and drag them.
Shit! Look at these 20s.
Damn, nice. All right, I'm gonna roll initiative for all of the enemies.
Where is Puppy?
One of these is still rolling private. Well, actually, two of them are still rolling private. I don't like that.
Seriously, Shadow Scale.
Where my doggy at?
Would
Kelemvor
she-
rolled a 12.
Wait, he rolled a 12 on initiative?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I mean, he did just get brought down to mortal level, so he might be, Azakil mortal level, but he, Azakil can roll a 12.
I don't see Shobu's token.
you need to drag and
Oh,
drop it.
You can drag and drop it from your journal onto wherever you think he'd be right now.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, hold on.
3, 4, and 5, and they're all nat ones.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Three not ones in a row.
Hey, if it helps, I'm 3, they're 4, and 5.
And I'm 6.
Yeah, you just got thrown
here's
across the room. You're
Still,
also
that's
prone.
7. Wow.
We just have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then fucking. 3 20s, an 18, a 16, a 15.
Oz, what is your dex? Because you are tied with one of the devas.
My dexterity is. Let me pull up my sheet.
They have 18 dex, so.
I have 16.
Okay, so the deva does go first. I'm gonna put theirs as 7.1 just to make that. Oh wait, hold on. The deva's tied with
6.
Sorry, the
tied with
deva
Zuma.
is tied with Zuma. Zuma, what's your dex? It's 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually go first. You go before the deva.
Technically, Inazuma's is 6.
No.
I thought you got a dexterity tome. To raise a point. Yeah, he did.
No.
He did.
I got speed.
I remember
got
that.
speed.
Did you get a manual of dexterity to increase your dexterity to 22?
Yeah, I think we got it as a drop.
We did.
No, we got a wisdom one and we gave it to Groin.
We got a wisdom one and a dex one.
Okay, anyways, well, it's 20 right now, so we're just going to leave it as 20 for now because that hasn't been established. So don't worry about it. All right, as initiative is established, whenever we come back, we will see the consequences of this.
Quick question: what happens when you kill a god? A power vacuum.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna still be munching down an ice cream.
As Kelemvor stands, he reaches behind him and draws his sword from the throne itself. This just gargantuan blade. What have you done? Motions to the angels around him, seize him, and raises his sword offensively. There is now a large hole where the door. For those of you up on the second floor, you're, I guess, technically like 35 feet above the second floor. Kelemvor is like 27 feet tall or whatever, and his throne is 30 feet tall. You could literally step outside of this hole and like step onto the back of the throne, though it would be precarious and difficult. Anyway, Spirit, Seraph, your turn.
Alright. As the highest. Sorry, we're 20 feet above, you said?
You're 35 feet above the floor,
35.
and you're only like a few feet above the very top of the throne.
Alright. What is RC? I don't remember what that is. That's not good.
Race car.
I don't think I can summon a race car every long rest.
Remote control.
I'll figure it out when it's not my turn. I'm gonna use my ring to summon Valkyries.
Okay,
Reticulated
where are they
crabs.
appearing? God damn it.
What?
Let's see. Valkyrie. Are they just flying for now, or?
In spaces within 15 feet of you, yeah, probably just flying.
Okay, they just kind of appear within 15 feet of you. You'd have to get like right here because the space is like 10 feet wide in order to see out. But yeah, two Valkyries appear and they look around and one of them looks down and, oh.
What
Yeah,
have you
it's not
summoned?
Yeah, like.
It's not good.
Okay. Like she looks at the other Valkyrie and, is that Kelemvor? What? Okay, and that's your action, I believe?
Yes.
Okay. And are you moving anymore? Do you have a bonus action?
I think the only bonus action I have is Pobble.
Yep,
So
I
I'm
think so.
just gonna cry internally.
You really want to make the DM cry? Use your war horn next.
I'll ban you. All right,
Yeah,
so
oh,
You
yeah,
have the
you
silver
gave me a
horn.
war horn. Oh no.
Lenora.
Whole body.
There's the balcony sheet.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where'd they go?
There.
There.
Cease this action immediately.
I cast Gate.
No. All right. Who are you summoning?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
You see.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Selune.
Yes.
Trying to come for a long story, need a hand.
What? Okay. Selune herself cannot come through this gate. However, she can send allies. Gods cannot enter other gods' realm without their permission, and Selune does not have permission currently.
Yep.
However, Selune can send yes, and you watch stepping through the gate. Where are you putting the gate at, by the way?
Well, it's got a 60-foot range, so I guess like right here-ish.
Okay, right here. You, Oz, as you kind of like catch yourself from skidding any further, Groin, you watch what happened. Kelemvor stands up, and then this misty silver gate just appears. Looks like the full moon, and you watch stepping out of it is this angelic individual. She has long white hair, a symbol on her forehead, 2 golden earrings, and these bright starlit eyes. And she looks. What have you done? And you watch as Luna steps through the portal.
Oh.
Luna should be a lot bigger than that. Luna is a planetar.
Luna's a big girl now.
What have you done?
She looks at her. What have you done? Oh. Is it that one? Do I hit that one? She like draws a sword. Is this the one that I have to hit?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I will roll initiative for Luna, I suppose. Nice. And Lily, that is your action.
Yeah. I guess I too use my bonus action to cry internally.
Okay, great. There's gonna be a lot of summons this fight. I can feel it, and I'm hurting. Groin, it's now your turn.
I will not use my bonus action to cry internally. I will use an extra action to say, I hope you have a plan. And
This was the plan.
there we go.
I was really hoping you were going to say I cry externally and then turn into a water elemental.
No, they don't do as much damage.
That's true.
Anyways.
You become an air elemental, the tornado kind of swirls around, and it actually steals some of the silver mist from the moon, and you have like this silver magic mist flowing through your air elemental form.
Heck yeah. That's good. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to use my movement just to make sure. Oh yeah. So I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to get right here.
Hold on, let me open like 40 different sheets. Okay. As you move through, is it if you move through a space or if you share a space with a creature, does it take the like tornado damage?
I don't think either. It doesn't say anything like that.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's one of the attacks that you have.
Let me read this carefully. No, I don't.
Maybe I'm thinking water elemental then. All right, what you doing?
Yeah. But I am going to whirlwind.
Gotcha. Okay. As you whirlwind, you know what? Luna is a planetar. I'm just going to use her sheet for the other planetar in the room. As you whirlwind, each creature in the elemental space. Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, and that is a strength saving throw?
I believe so. Yes.
All right, so that's going to be these two right here, and I am going to make a mass save for them. Mass strength saving throw. Come on, roll 20. You can do it, roll 20. Alright. Fucking Angel is still rolling to GM. Why? Stop it. This is so fucking annoying. Hold on, 1 second. Death Pact. That's why. God, okay. So the Death Pact Angel rolls an 8. And so I believe that is a failure. The Ashen Angel, the one that led you in here in the first place, he rolls a 13, so that does just barely meet your DC. However, the female angel, she's flung up to 20 feet away from the elemental in a random direction. So roll me a D8, please. Okay, 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's just flung like all the way. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're like right here.
17 points of damage.
17 points of bludgeoning damage to her. She's just flung across the room all of a sudden.
As a note, it says if the target is thrown at another creature, and I feel like Kelemvor counts as another creature.
He definitely does.
That creature must succeed on a DC 13 Dex saving throw or take the same damage and be knocked prone.
Nice. Okay. So Kelemvor, let me go ahead and pull up Kelemvor's other sheet.
I feel like he's gonna hit a DC 13 strength.
I don't
Dex
think he
save.
can fail it. Oh, it's a Dex save. He might be able to. He's not proficient. Let's find out. Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Okay, yeah, he succeeds.
Yeah, so he takes half damage.
So he takes half the damage. Okay. That is going to be what, 8 points of damage? Yep, 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced to half because he is resistant to all physical damage. What is this? God damn it! As she slams into him, he catches her. He just, fight, and he kind of pushes her back into the fight. Groin, is at the end of your turn.
She is prone.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, he used a bonus action.
He catches her and pushes her back into the fight, and she falls prone because of that too. He like pushes her over, like, get off me. All right, Groin, that's going to be the end of your turn. It is now Luna's turn. Ara, I will let you decide kind of what Luna does, since she's Luna. She doesn't have a lot of actions, so
Yeah, I have her sheet open.
Yeah, who do you want her to hit?
Well, that one's knocked prone.
It's true.
So advantage is good.
Right. Okay. So she rushes over really quickly, just moves with that angelic grace and also speed. She's fast as fuck. Raises her blade, and I guess she's making some greatsword attacks against her, right?
Yes.
Make me 2 melee attacks.
Okay.
Melee.
Roll the greatsword.
Yeah, roll the greatsword. That's gonna hit.
That's a crit.
Okay, hold on. Let me do some math. Yeah, casual 106 points of damage. As she she raises the greatsword, she just like uppercuts her with the pommel, and then as her face is in the air, she brings the blade down on her shoulder, and the angel just barely manages to like catch it, avoiding this lethal blow of being basically instantly decapitated. She is bloodied, and she is very harmed, and also Luna go, wait a minute, we've seen you. And you all, everyone that can see this smaller female angel right now, almost instantly recognizes her once Luna says this. You've seen her before. She was working with the vampire lord that had taken over Thunder's Reach. This is Lady Bree.
Oh,
Bitch, you gonna die.
Again. And that is the end of Luna's turn. That's Lady Bree. Also cool. And she looks at her sword. She's like, I don't know. I didn't know I could do this. It is the other Planetar's turn, however, and he is going to rush Luna because Planetar versus Planetar, this is the way it has to be. There is no other option. I'm gonna roll off of Luna's sheet because it's the same exact sheet. As he rushes up towards her, he's just gonna go ahead and he's gonna make some great sword attacks. These are not with advantage. Not with advantage, but still crits.
wow.
Yeah, right? What the fuck's going on here?
Well, she takes half radiant damage.
Oh, that's true. She does. Good point. Funny enough, Bree is a Death Pact Angel. She does not, so. Let's see. Right. So, slashing damage takes 14 plus 23 plus 20 is going to be 57 points of slashing damage, and then 26. So, 26 plus 57? brain no work. The 20s 83 points of damage total to Luna as the Planetar raises his sword. I will defend my master, and just slams the greatsword down into Luna. She blocks the first hit, but then the next hit just stabs her in the shoulder. She doesn't bleed. Angels don't bleed. That is going to end total of 83 points of damage. That includes the halved radiant.
Okay.
This Deva is he looks back towards like where Oz came from really quickly and sees all of you, and then like sees the two Valkyries. No.
Question: can he see the people that are still stealthing?
He cannot. He can only see Seraph and Lily and the two Valkyries. That's it.
Okay.
Because there's a wall between you and him right now. And he is gonna go ahead and he's gonna fly. He has 90 feet fly speed, so he can definitely get that. He's going to match one of these Valkyries. And he is going to hit her with 2 mace attacks as he raises, like he has like this shield and this golden shining mace. 11 and 24 to hit on the Valkyrie. I think 24 probably hits. The 11 does not. Spirit, do Valkyries have resistance to radiance damage or no? Because they are technically angels. No, okay, perfect. She takes 26 points of damage in total as the mace collides with her. She blocks the first hit. The second hit takes her in the ribs. And she, oof!
Oh, they do have immunity to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing if it's non-magical.
The Deva's attacks are all magical.
That's
so,
fair. I figured.
End the Deva's turn. It is now Ashwinter's turn. You are currently he is currently standing in your whirlwind right now, just raging against what you.
Can you tell me the range of large reduce, please? I looked it up, but it says the pages are broken.
The range of enlarge reduce?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get it to you in a second.
Okay, thank you.
As this Ashwinter is now standing in front of you, just kind of yelling into your whirlwind, he draws his weapons. He's gonna go ahead and try to make attacks against the wind. I'm gonna start calling your elemental form Yasuo.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You are the wind. Be one
Death
with
is
the
always
wind.
by my side. I want a hick country Yasuo, like death's always by my side. All right, he's gonna use his Ashen Blade 3 times against you as he draws this sword. You're not seeing normal angel blade here. What you see is this weird corrupted thing. You're not sure what this is. 3 attacks against you: 25, 12, and 26.
That's all magical, correct?
Yes, these are all magic hits. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 25, 12, and 26, 1 and 3 hit.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna take a total of. Are you resistant to radiant damage? No. You're gonna take a total of 53 points of damage as he just slices twice. The third hit kind of just dissipates in the air as you form around it because you're wind and you can do that. And I think that is going to end his turn. However, at the end of his turn, Kelemvor is going to use a legendary action as he kind of has regained his bearings here. He looks around, looks at everyone else in the room, and he targets you, Oz. Oz, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw as his hand glows again with this material.
Okay. Said con save.
Mm-hmm, Constitution, yep. Ooh, buddy. Okay. Barely a success. DC on this was 15. You feel for a moment your soul almost leave your body. Like,
Won't be the first time.
yeah, exactly. You know what this feels like, and your soul gem almost seems to strain against the weight of this god tugging on your soul. However, you do succeed on this save. That is the end of his legendary actions. And it is now Kelemvor's turn. Kelemvor, as he looks down, he sees you unable to grasp whatever he was trying to. Got it, Jason. Whatever he was trying to do, he seems to be unable to. And he roars out and he rushes you. He rushes straight around Luna, and Kelemvor is going to engage with you, Oz. He is going to make 4 weapon attacks against you with his action. As he swings his sword downwards, you watch another sword swings out from behind him around an arc to your flank. You have 2 attacks against you at the same time. So first attack, 19 to hit.
Miss.
He's prone.
He is prone. Shit.
That's right. Oz is prone.
Damn.
23 to hit. I think might still be a miss.
23 is my AC.
Okay, so both of these will hit you. As the first attack slams into you, the second attack, it's just almost unblockable. You can't block from 2 positions at the same time. And this kind of ghost sword springs out from behind him and strikes you at the same time. He is going to also make 2 ranged attacks against you. As you see 2 portals open in the sky above you, and ballista bolts both come out of them. That's an 8. Very Gilgamesh, yeah. Very Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
He does not have advantage on the ranged attacks because of prone and stuff. But 18 and 14, neither of those are going to hit. So the swords both collide with you, and you are going to take 52 points of damage from that. Force damage, as a note. And the 2 ranged attacks, the ballista bolts, as the swords collide with you, you just barely roll out of the way as they just slam into the ground. The portals, by the way, just disappear right afterwards. You will not survive this, mortal. All
Marie
right.
isn't on the initiative.
Wait, is she not? Okay, well, we'll fix that right now. There she goes. I'll give her a turn here in a minute. It's fine. That is the end of Kelemvor's turn, and he's now like towering over you, Oz. Zuma.
All right, we're gonna do the combo. Gonna click the heels and cast haste on himself.
Okay, you are now hasted.
And then I'm gonna tug on the stormbow. Gonna look at Kelemvor and gonna give him the eyes. Be my enemy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna scoot boot over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot at him.
So I don't think I made this quite clear enough. There's a wall except for where Lily and Seraph are standing. You're on this kind of balcony area, but there's a wall separating you and the rest of the room. There's a door that Oz just crashed through that's about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
So you could stand like behind Lily and probably get a couple of hits off though.
Okay.
You can shoot over Lily's shoulder.
All right, cool. Ready. All right, just checking that. All right. First shot. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Bonus action. Hunter's mark.
Okay.
Okay. Now I will attack.
Also, as your bow is a relic of Thor, as you kind of whisper the swift death to my enemies, you almost feel like an uneasy moment where the bow is like, "Are you sure about this, boss?" All right, go ahead and make me your attacks.
First one.
23. Let me check something real quick because Kelemvor has some weird AC. 23 does not hit.
Okay, I have advantage on the next shot.
Yes. 30 definitely hits.
Okay, cool.
As you fire the first arrow, it would hit, but a portal opens behind Kelemvor, and your arrow disappears into it.
Okay.
Kelemvor, I will just tell you, has higher than 23 AC against ranged attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Hunter's mark.
Okay.
And he is taking damage.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I get I think the 3d6.
3d6 for your swift death to my enemies thing.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. First blood against Kelemvor has been drawn as an arrow collides. Well, I guess not first blood because Oz stabbed him with a fucking spear.
Yeah.
That spear, by the way, did
damage from that.
He did. So you don't have to roll for the damage that it dealt to him. He took. Let me do some quick math here. Minus his. Okay, he took 9,526 damage from that.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So, anyway, Zuma, 11 plus 2 plus 7 plus 9. As the arrow strikes him, looks behind for a moment, seems distracted for just a second as he's now like turns around and eyeing you. Do you have anything else?
I wouldn't have sneak attack, would I?
Yeah.
All right.
Both Luna and Oz are within 5 feet of him, and they're threatening him.
Yeah, sneaker.
And you were stealth before this as well.
There we go.
Nice. Another 11 points of damage. That brings your damage up to 40.
Wait, wouldn't
against
it be an
Kelemvor.
advantage then on?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
roll damage on the first attack too as well.
Well,
Good point.
it would have still missed because it's still 26.
26 would hit against him.
Oh, it would? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there
26. So since you hit with a ranged attack, he has 23 AC against melee attacks, 25 AC against range.
you go. Okay.
And then that's a plus another 14 points of damage. Not bad. 54 points of damage to Kelemvor with these 2 arrows as they just land right. They go straight into the hood and into the back of his neck. And he pulls one out, turns around and looks at you, pretty pissed off, slightly distracted. Zuma, is that the end of your turn?
I think I have a hasted action, or is that
You do.
okay? I'm going to.
You
shoot
just don't have a
again.
bonus action. That's all you don't have right now. Okay,
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna shoot again.
As he turns around, another arrow flies towards him. 29 hits. Roll damage. Another arrow flies towards him and actually strikes the mask right in the cheek, and it just penetrates the mask, and you just shot him in the face as this like line goes through the steel mask.
Nice. And I get the riders too.
You would get your hunter's mark.
All right.
You should also roll Hunter's Mark again because the
Yeah,
first
roll
attack
another
didn't
one. Nice. Okay, so that is to 15 points of damage. Another 15 points of damage. Zuma, as the arrows pelt him, he stares you down, and as you kind of see him meet eyes with him, you just feel this incredible weight on your shoulders, like guilt. Like, what have I done wrong? Is that the end of your turn?
Why not? That should be it.
Okay, perfect. End of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action, and you see a portal open just above his shoulder, and he's going to make a ranged attack against you, Zuma.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, this large bolt just comes speeding towards you. 21 to hit.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, uncanny dodge. That still hits you, right?
Gives him +2. Well,
Oh, that's right. You have a
I
plus 2 to your
I
AC.
I have 20, so it just hits me.
Well, you have 20 with or without haste?
With haste.
Okay, 20 with haste. Yeah, that just hits you. Uncanny dodge cuts the damage down to 7 points of force damage as you just barely get out of the way, and it just kind of like just barely nicks your side. All right, that's the end of his legendary action. It is now this Deva's turn. This Deva is he's gonna try to fight you, Groin. He's like, what the fuck is going on right now? And he is just gonna go ahead and make 2 mace attacks against you. 9 and 22. I think the 22 hits.
22 hits, 9 misses, and
Okay.
I believe they're magical, right?
They are, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're
Deva's attack
radiant,
is magical.
so,
Yep.
yeah.
24 points of damage to you as the mace collides with you once, kind of disrupting your form a little bit. And that is going to be the end of the Deva's turn. Oz, it's now your turn.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna do the damn thing.
Do it. He's currently looking at Zuma as he's like turned away from you for a moment, and a portal just opened over his shoulder and threw a ballista bolt at Zuma. Oof. Hits.
I'll take that though.
You get 3 attacks as well, I'm pretty sure. Yep, hits.
Yeah, I do. Alright.
That 20 is a 2. You roll a 2 on the fucking d20 and you still roll a 20 to hit. Fucking okay.
We get sneak attack on those boys.
Yep. Okay.
You only get sneak attack once.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. So that's 48 points of damage as you just carve Black Razor just straight into his back. You hit twice here, but we'll flavor it as like 1 attack as you just run up and just jam it to his hip. And he looks down at you, raises his sword as you pull the blade out. There is just blood covering it. And Black Razor, you feel a mental shudder from Black Razor for a moment as he tastes God's blood. And Oz, is that the end of your turn?
Nope.
What you doing?
So we're gonna action surge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fighter things.
Just fighter things.
Yeah, just fighter things.
Look, it's the lucky 20 every time. That hits. 25 hits as well. He has 23 AC against melee attacks. Oof, 24.
And
Or
then as a
26, I guess, on that.
swashbuckler, I do get sneak attack again.
Okay. And then, do you have any other riders? No, you don't have Ride of the Flame yet. Okay, cool.
Don't, but I am going to, or no, I bonus action surge. So.
No, action surge is a free action. You still have your bonus.
That's right. That's right. So I'm going to turn that one into a goading attack.
Ooh, okay. What does goading do? Does it summon goats? Because that would be epic.
Goading. Goating.
Oh. Okay, so roll your superiority die.
Yep.
And he has to make a wisdom save. And your DC is like fucking ridiculous because it's based off your strength. Let me see here. Kelemvor, wisdom save. Mortal Kelemvor, wisdom, not fantastic, but still pretty good. 20, I think, fails though, because you have 29 strength, which is a plus what? Plus 9.
Yep.
So yeah, so you would have like a 24 DC, something like that. Yeah, that's a failure. So taunts him, a disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the end of your next turn. Yeah, he is soft taunted right now, basically, as he looks. The final hit, you pull out of the hip, and then you just slam it right back into the same wound, and he turns around, raises his sword at you. Kelemvor fucking hates your guts.
Hey, Kelemvor, who judges the god of judgment?
Fuck. Into your turn.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Kelemvor is going to go ahead and he is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn to make an attack against you. This is going to be a melee attack. Yep. 18. It's gonna miss.
Big miss.
As he swings with the sword. This one's actually with the ghost sword. He raises his big sword, but it's a feint. But you actually see it coming. The ghost sword kind of sweeps around to hit you, and you just duck out of the way like very Princess Bride style. All right. Jeff.
There's no other way to get past this wall, right?
No, there's that 10-foot door. He can run way off the map and then way around the room, and there is another way, but
no, fine. Jeff will just take his position here and
take him like 4 turns of combat to do it.
I guess fire an arrow at Kelemvor. I guess.
Sure. Yeah, Jeff gets 2 attacks, so.
He is unseen, so.
Yeah, first one had advantage. Yeah, no, neither of those hit. Yeah. So 2 arrows fire at Kelemvor, and they just get absorbed by a portal that opens behind him as he's fighting Oz. All right, is that the end of Jeff's turn?
Yep. Well,
end of Jeff's.
Move here.
Okay. End of Jeff's turn. Kelemvor is going to use a legendary action to make another attack against Oz. This one is with Jeff's arrows. As a portal opens up next to you, Oz, an arrow flies out of it. That's going to be a 31.
That's going to hit.
All right, cool. 13 points of force damage as this arrow slams into you. Might be Jeff's arrow now enhanced with Kelemvor's magic, and the arrow pierces your armor, and I would say hits you in the ribs, but you don't really have those, so hits you in the side. Shadow Scale.
Okay, Shadow Scale is going to take a potion of growth, which would count for her size. And then what's the fastest flying thing she can be that's 0? CR.
The fastest, that's 0 CR? That's a hell of a question. I don't know why you expect me to have that answer.
Well, you gotta have my other answer too. So.
Yeah, 30 feet is the other answer, so, you should have probably researched this one. Give me a second here. It's an owl.
An owl? How
Yeah.
far?
80 feet.
That's fine. She's going to do her minor shapeshift and polymorph into an owl.
Okay.
Right.
So she becomes a tiny, tiny owl. And where is she moving?
She's moving out the door.
Out the door?
Out the door. Can she make it here without...
Give me a second.
25.
Just pulling a little owl token here. That's 65. That's more. That's 90 feet. So 20.
Be able to make it right here, right?
Yeah, she could.
Okay.
Does she drop her shapeshift? Is that what she's doing here?
No, she's gonna keep it. She's gonna pretend to be an owl. Just an owl.
Okay, so I'm gonna move her token out there, and we're gonna put an owl on the board right here. It'll show up in a second. All right, is that the end of her turn?
Yep.
Sure. Eve, it is now your turn.
What's the range on large reduce?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. Move here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she can feed as far. Can. She is going to dimensional right here. Can you put a placeholder right? Like an arrow.
Okay, right here?
Right
Right
here.
here.
Right there.
Okay. All right, you just snap and disappear into that purple mist, and you're on the other side of Kelemvor on the ground.
Creepy. And that's all I can really do.
Yep, that's your action. No bonus? Okay. End of your turn, Lady Bree is going to get a turn. Because she did not get one in the turn order previously. As she stands up from being kind of shoved around, ping-ponged, she's going to spend half her movement to stand, and then she is going to look around. Luna just attacked her, so she's going to go ahead and she's going to make some attacks against Luna. She's going to make a scythe attack against her. 12, I don't think hits a Planetar. And then she is going to use... she knows enough to not use chains. She's gonna use scythe again. Ooh, that does not miss.
Stop critting my daughter.
I'm so sorry. Look at the necrotic damage. Oh my god. All right. She is. Yeah.
She's not.
She is not. That's 82 points of damage in total from one scythe attack as it just slams into Luna. Bree just, I'll return the favor, and pulls her kind of back into her. As now Luna's getting like the shit beat out of her by a Planetar and a Death Pact Angel. All right, no one's paying attention to this fucking owl right now. Seraph.
Of course, nobody's gonna be paying attention to an owl.
So the Valkyrie go like immediately after my turn, right?
Yes, they do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Kelemvor look like he gives a shit about radiant damage?
You anticipate he might have resistance to almost all damage, but maybe roll me a religion check. I don't even know if you can succeed on this, but
No, I don't think I can.
I don't think you can either. No, okay, no, you definitely can't. Not with a +0. Sorry, you have no idea.
Alright.
The DC to gain information about his resistances is 38.
Hey, I could do that.
Yeah.
Help a fucking sister out then.
Well, even if I helped you still couldn't do it.
That's not what I meant by help. Do it for me.
I think I would take a max roll.
I literally just saw the number and I'm like, haha, what is the number? Fuck, I'm an idiot.
Don't worry, it happens a lot.
That is radiant damage, I think. Where did it go? It is radiant damage. Alright, I keep tabbing to the wrong thing.
Big mood.
That's not... I don't think Sacred Flame uses strength.
No. Uses your... For you, I think it's charisma.
Fuck it, I will cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay, it's a dex save. That's a pretty good damage roll for a Sacred Flame. That is a fucking failure
What?
for sure. Wow. Yeah, Kelemvor is not a Dexy individual. He's in plate armor. He's a heavy, slow giant.
I wasn't expecting that to work.
That works. Let me see here. Double check something. Gotcha. Yeah. As the radiant damage falls on top of him, he is not resistant to radiant, which is a peculiar thing. Okay. So that is 17 points of damage. Not bad. Not bad. Are you sitting there?
Rip Sam.
No.
Okay.
Knowing that it does things, I will move. I'm gonna stay at the same height.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember what that was.
You're like
for the life
35
of me.
feet.
Okay, I will do that in a sec. And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn. Are you good, Steven? You got it?
Huh?
I think that was
Wait.
Sam.
Oh, it was Sam. It was Sam leaving. Oh, hi, Sam. Are you good?
He's typing.
He's dead. He's dead.
It might be kaputting on him.
Oh no!
No.
What happened? Not the internet. Oh. All right. Yes, Laura.
Important question.
Important answer.
If I drop concentration on Gate, what happens? Because
Luna's not sucked back through. It's not a summoning. You have opened a portal.
So then, theoretically, for every turn I keep concentration on it, Selune could send more through.
No, because of the nature of what just happened. The way the spell works is you open a portal and allies are sent through, or whatever it is you're trying to pull through is sent through. You also can just open a portal to a location. However, you had attempted specifically to summon Selune. She sent Luna in her place.
Gate fishing. Think about it that way.
Yeah. So, no, there's not really any way to call more allies through this. There is a way to escape through it, however, should you choose to.
Okay. Gotcha.
Seraph.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Valkyries.
Valkyries. Okay. Valkyrie turns.
This one I'm gonna have move right here. The first one is going to, I guess, stay in combat with the one next to it, and the second one is going to fight Bree, I think it was.
Yeah.
So this will be the first one.
Okay. 23 hits. Davis have 17 AC. Is that the only attack?
Do
Well,
they have...
this was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, the first Valkyrie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one.
They do have resistance to radiant damage, not immunity. As your Valkyrie finds out, as it slams its sword into the Deva, the radiant damage doesn't do quite as much as it would hope, but still does 6 points of damage.
Radiant damage?
Your Valkyrie's longswords are sunblades.
Then why does the one-handed longsword say slashing damage? Now I'm just confused.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
Story
What the
of my
hell?
life.
What the hell? So these are third-party stat blocks. Sometimes we run into a few issues. I will treat it as slashing damage because that makes more sense. All right, so that's 12 points of damage to the Deva. Does the Valkyrie only get one attack?
I do not see multi-attack anywhere.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And then other Valkyrie.
The second one.
Ooh, 11 does not hit as the Valkyrie rushes up behind Bree. She's kind of just stopped short as Bree's scythe turns and just blocks the blade. And Bree is now like a dervish, basically, just kind of spinning around. All right, that is going to end the Valkyrie's turns. Lunara Moonblade, it is now your turn.
What happens if Luna dies?
Then your ally has been defeated.
Does she poof away?
Oh, she would go back to Mount Celestia.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just brought her to her death.
No. Angels, if they die on anything other than their home plane, just respawn on their home plane, just like fiends.
Okay.
So she's straight up an angel now.
Yeah, polymorphed her into a planetar.
All right.
Yep.
I was about to be really, really, really mad at Selune.
Surprise! Don't let her die.
Angel souls are also not governed by Kelemvor. So.
It'd be like, bitch, you surprised me, I surprised you back.
All right, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm so tempted. Oof.
Let's see. What are you doing?
All right. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast. And I can't really like. This is difficult. What's the range on this? This is
not long enough.
Yep. You're right. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna cast Heal.
Okay. Who are you casting it on?
Luna.
Okay. Alright. Cast heal on Luna plus 70 HP to Luna. She thank you. And yeah, there you go. That's your action. Doing anything else?
No.
Okay. All right, Groin.
I think
it is now. It is now your turn. That's favoritism.
So, bonus action that, yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
We have one 8th level spell prepared. It's
okay.
Save or Suck.
Ooh, what is it?
We're going to use it on the god.
Feeble Mind. Okay, DC 16.
No,
21.
Oh, DC 21.
And it's actually 23 because I don't think the Vala is counted within that, and I should get bonus from Vala to my spell save as well.
Let me look at something on Feeble Mind real quick. I want to see if it involves charms or anything. Does not involve a charm.
Oh no.
Interesting. Okay. Does Kelemvor know counterspell? He does not. Interesting.
DM is like, this is an oversight on my part. Fuck.
It is. This is a big hole in the plan here, because Kelemvor is real bad at these saves. These are Kelemvor's worst saves. All right. Let's see. Dispel magic. Nope, that's not gonna work. Can't use a legendary action here, motherfuck. All right. Save or suck. We're about to find out what's about to happen to Kelemvor.
Do any of his servants no counterspell?
Let's see if you reduce the god of death to a mumbling pile of people. Gunk.
Hey, so at the beginning of the session, I rolled a 10 and an 8.
Oh
I would like his roll to be an 8.
Oh no. Oh fuck, Portent. Okay. As Kelemvor is now fighting you, Oz, you watch him just stop. And he just looks around for a second. He's holding a sword and he just drops it. You watch his head kind of lean forward for a second. He just kind of sits down on the ground. Kelemvor's intelligence and charisma scores are currently 1. Wow.
He can't cast spells, can't activate magic items, can't understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
You can identify its friends and follow them and protect them.
I just also wanted to throw this out there. Feeble Mind is an 8th level spell. He has this. He just sits on the ground and drops his sword. The fucking Feeble Mind Portent combo is disgusting. What is that? Oh my god. Alright.
We had a fucking plan.
What just happened?
Kelemvor is... Okay, you were gone. Groin cast Feeble Mind on Kelemvor. Oz, at the beginning of the session, rolled an 8 for one of his portents. Oz replaced Kelemvor's roll with an 8. Kelemvor's intelligence is +5. That makes his saving throw a 13 to Groin's 23 spell save DC. Kelemvor is not immune to Feeble Mind through any methods, even his limited magic immunity. Okay. Kelemvor's intelligence is currently 1. All right. As he just crumbles to the ground, you watch and you kind of like look at yourself for a minute. That fucking worked. I will mark him with a bleeding eye. He's still marked with that. I don't know. I took it off of him. Groin, do you have anything else that you are going to do?
I used my bonus action to gain HP, so no.
Okay, great. Wow. That was... You just feeble-minded a fucking god. Oh, he also takes some damage. 16 points of psychic damage. Every point matters. Wow. Okay,
Wow,
So, he can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate. He can identify his friends, follow them, and even protect them, so he can still make attacks, but only in specifics. Okay, alright, cool. Groin, that's gonna be in your turn. It is currently Luna's turn. What's Luna doing?
Smacking the shit out of Bree.
Okay, yeah. Because Bree just smacked the shit out of her. Luna's like, that really hurt, and she like pulls her scythe out, raises the long sword, and smacks the shit out of Bree.
Alright.
Oh. If this was what lies below, that'd be another crit.
Yeah.
But it's not, so. Oof. That hits. Just barely. God, Planetars do so much damage. That is 93 points of damage to Bree. As Luna just grabs the scythe, yanks it out of Bree's hand, throws it to the ground, grabs Bree by the throat, and just runs her through. And she's like, I watched somebody do that once. That felt really good. And then Bree just kind of like shatters for a second, like her face cracks, and she and then just dissolves into ash. It is now this Planetar's turn. I'm gonna roll a. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
I tried to tell you. Does any of his counterparts have counterspell?
Nope. No, they didn't. None of them had counterspell. Wow. The Planetar does not know Greater Restoration either.
Nope.
Hold on. Does the Dava know anything like that? Hold up. Nope, Dava's know 3 spells. All right. What about? Oh my God! Fucking Bree knew fucking no.
Not anymore. She doesn't.
No. What just fucking happened? Wow, I just got fucking owned. Holy fuck. Yeah, so the only person who could have stopped this is dead.
This is literally like fucking using Force Cage on the one creature that was able to like.
Yeah, this is a Val moment. That's what this is. This is absolutely a Val moment. Oh God. Okay. All right. Fucking this Planetar just watches Bree gets disintegrated and just looks over at my lord. No. Looks at Oz. What did you do?
God, no. Where is your god now?
God, fuck. The Planetar is going to rush Oz down.
Yeah, she's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Yep. 20 hits, just barely. It's 23 plus 27. However, I believe Radiant. Yep. Radiant doesn't. Yep. 23 plus 20 plus 13. Yeah. And that's 36 points of damage to this Planetar. And as he raises his sword and rushes you down, Oz, he is going to make his attacks against you. Holy shit. Oh, Feeble Mind also isn't a curse. I'm pissed. Because Planetars have this. I'm like, wait, nope. All right. Sure, yeah.
We're going to pretend that I was smart enough to know all these things.
2 attacks against you, Oz. 31 and a 27, I believe, both hit.
Both hit.
You're going to take 98 points of damage from this Planetar as he picks you up and just bashes you right in the skull. Well, your metal skull with the pommel of his sword.
Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Planetar's hurt. It is now this David's turn. He is not clued into what's going on. He's fighting a Valkyrie. He's having the time of his life right now. 12 and 20. I think the 20 hits, I'm pretty sure. The Valkyrie is going to take 19 points of damage in total. It is now the Ashen Rider's turn. The Ashen Rider... Fuck. Yeah. He's just gonna... Because Kelemvor... He looks around, and he sees kind of like a general gist of what's happening as he's like kind of trying to get out of the space of this water elemental that's now spawned. And he looks and he sees Luna raising her sword, turning around. Looks like she's going to contend with either Kelemvor or this Planetar. And he raises one hand, and you see this lock, this kind of runic lock appear in his hand, and he twists it to the side. I need Luna to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
She has advantage on this.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, yep. Yep. All right, and he is also going to activate. Yeah, no, that's the end of his turn. It is now Kelemvor's turn. Kelemvor cannot make intelligent decisions. Hold on, let me think. What's the dumbest creature? Like a snail. What would a snail do in this situation? He is going to stand. He looks
smallest. What's Adventure doing?
Adventure is now on your shoulder, and you just adventure every time you hit something.
Fuck it. Love it.
Yeah, okay, that's what's gonna happen here. He is going to Kelemvor suddenly changes, and you watch him. He sees a
cute little owl.
Yeah, he sees this owl, and you watch him, and he just raises a hand, and then you watch his entire form shift. He is now an owl. I'm gonna put him over here. He just becomes an owl.
Shadows. She's probably gonna end up playing with him.
Put it here. Yeah, he just becomes an owl. He just copies the owl. He's like, ooh, pretty. Wow. All right. He's now like flying in the air. He's gonna just like fly right here. Cool. That's the end of his turn. All right, Zuma, it's now your turn.
So.
Wow.
Yeah. We still attacking this guy, or?
You should probably kill the enemies first.
But
then we decide what we do with them.
But he's my sworn enemy. I have a disadvantage on other enemies.
He has disadvantage on every other attack.
I mean,
it's my big bad combo, and it It has a downside.
No point.
Well, I might just have to take an L here and just. I don't want to mess up anything. You know what? I'm just gonna meditate and just ask Thor for guidance and just.
Okay. Meditate for a moment. Ask Thor for guidance. You hear for a moment. Wait, is that count? What the fuck did you? And that's the end of your turn. You're just like now. Thor is like just like, what the fuck? Hold up, what is going on here? How is this happening?
We're gonna get some legendary actions rolling.
Oh yeah, you have
Because
you have
I
legendary
forgot
actions.
about those.
Yep.
The northern one is just gonna take a swing at the guy in front.
Okay. That's good. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Oh. There you go.
9 points of slashing damage.
And what am I doing again? I can cast cantrips or that.
How do they fucking fix this?
I guess she's
They
gonna
don't.
throw a spear at the planetar.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Is this like just she just pulls a spear off her back? 14 does not hit, however. It just goes wide. Yeah, planetars have like 19 AC. All right. That's the end of the legendary actions. It is this Davis turn. It is going to kind of get over here, and it is going to continue to try to hit the now water elemental. As you shift again, you almost see like this exasperation on his face, like he realizes what's happening now, and he's just like, oh
shit.
Fun fact: he can do the same thing that you can do, but not with a bonus action. It takes his action to do.
Fun fact: that's because I'm a god.
Practically. 15 and 19.
Gods.
Wow, I am so ass blasted. 15 and 19.
15 misses.
Okay. So 19.
32 points of damage.
Yep, 32 points of damage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To your water elemental form. I'm like detailed reading the Ashen Rider stat block because he has a really huge fucking stat block. So I'm like, is there anything in here? Spoiler alert, I don't think there is. All right. That is the end of the Davis turn. Oz, it's now your turn.
Hey, it's my turn.
It is.
So, first things first, I'm going to second wind so I can get some health back.
Okay.
Which second wind is 1d10 plus my fighter level. I do believe.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Which is 11. 10. It gives me 20 health back. Or, well, I gotta roll the 1d10. You know what? That's good enough.
Okay. It's just kind of stand up and catch your second wind.
Yep. That hurt. Did not feel great. Second wind is... Yeah, okay, so that's a bonus action. So we are going to...
Yes.
We're going to do the damn thing.
Okay. Yeah, you have a planetar next to you, and you have an owl that is Kelemvor in front of you. Which one are you going after?
The planetar.
Okay, got you. 24 and 31 and 35, all of those hit.
If I remember correctly, you also have another use of action surge.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
That's a lot of damage.
Yes. It is. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Cool. So are water elementals resistant to or immune to fire damage? No, they are not. I don't think so.
Which doesn't make sense. Side note. If Pokemon has taught me anything.
That and why can you light water on fire?
Oil.
Mm-hmm.
With oil, but generally you can't.
You're using the wrong kind of
I
fire.
had a way out of this and I fucking missed it. No. Anyway, all right. So, that is a lot of fucking damage, and this Planetar was already fairly hurt. Let's see here. It's 221. Two plus 7. All right, that is 70 points of damage to the Planetar, and the Planetar is now bloodied as you just carve into him with Black Razor. He is looking pretty hurt.
We're gonna use that action surge.
Okay, the 19 misses.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity here as well, can somebody just roll me a d20? I just want to know what would have happened.
I want to do it.
Aw.
Yeah,
I think it's only fair if I do it.
go for it. Go for it. He still would have failed. Okay. Yeah. No. Oz, what was your other portent?
10.
10.
Okay. Eve, you roll me a d20 as well. This is a hypothetical scenario in my head
20.
to play out for. He would have succeeded in the end. No, well, yeah, he would, because 25. Yeah, he would have succeeded in the very end. Damn. All right, 42 points of damage. Is the math on that right? That doesn't look right. 22 plus 2 plus 2 plus 16. Yeah, 42 points of damage. The Planetar is still standing, however. Definitely hurt, but still able to fight. Oz, is that the end of your turn?
No, we're gonna goading attack him.
Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your superiority die. Okay, 7 points of damage as you carve into this guy with Black Razor. He tries to block one of your hits. However, you feint, go low, stab him or like right in the ribs, and as you goad him, you twist the blade, and he just no, and he just disappears into ash.
Cool. Yeah. Before he disappears, I look him in the eyes and I say, "I am your god now."
Oh my god. Okay. So there are 2 Devas left. One of them is one of them is actually rather hurt. There is an Ashen Rider left who is the strongest thing in the room right now, and I'm pretty sure Spirit could beat the shit out of him with just her pommel. Do you guys want to continue playing this out, or do you want to just go ahead and hand wave the rest of this, because these guys are not winning against you?
I mean, we're gonna kill him.
Okay. Over the next 20 seconds or 30 seconds or so, both of the Valkyries kind of take care of the Devas. And it does not take you guys almost any effort
Eve
to
wouldn't help.
just.
She'd be trying to coax Kelemvor down.
Okay.
With the help of Snowflake. Shadow Scale. Kind of like, mimic me. Come on.
Oh yeah, Oz would have taken this opportunity to probably just off the owl.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
The Kelemvor owl, not the regular owl.
Right, no, I get you. You just kill Snowflake. Or, Shadow Scale. All right.
Well.
Sorry. So
No,
we're gonna
no,
delete.
That's how you deal with a really hard boss fight.
As the as you dispatch of the two Devas and the Ashen Rider, when he dies, instead of collapsing into dust, he collapsed into this black tar-like material.
Ew.
Yeah. And combat currently is over. Kelemvor kind of sits on the ground right now, just looking around, unclear as to what's going on.
So we aren't killing him.
Oh no, I'm killing him because he has something I need.
I'm sorry to say this, but this is not fair. If you want your damn prize, you can actually fight for it, instead of killing him while he has no idea what the fuck is going on.
I don't want to hear it. I watched you murder things in a fucking temple when we were with Inazuma.
Yes, but he was fully aware.
Kelemvor was also fully aware. Until we fought him and I used a spell.
You're all full HP right now, by the way.
Yeah, no. Normally I'd be all for acts of kindness, but kinda has a point. This is the nature of battle.
You as a note, now that he's sitting here, he does take his mask off at one point. He's like fiddling with his armor and stuff. Tilts his hood back, and you see his face now. He has no real life to him at the moment, strangely. And you actually do see something writhing underneath his flesh, just inside his cheek.
What's that?
The fuck?
You see it on his neck as well. As you like follow it now, there's something underneath his skin.
I don't think he's in control of his actions.
Oz, what are you doing with that?
I'm going to attack whatever is inside of him.
Okay. You swing the blade directly at the cheek, slice the cheek open, and you watch this just the black tar-like material just ooze out of him. And he grits his teeth, and you watch him like reach up, and he places a hand on like inside the wound, and he starts pulling at whatever this thing is. And he looks at you.
Can I make some kind of check to figure out what the fuck it is?
Make a perception check and follow it up with a religion check. Or you can replace the religion check with a history check. Yes?
Can we all do that? Like, can we all roll for that?
Sure. Perception followed by religion or history. One of the two.
Religion or what? History?
Religion or history. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna roll the
Nice.
perception because I don't think 13 will hit whatever you're looking for. But
Oh god.
Yeah. Not terribly hard to remember. And not terribly hard to perceive either. None of you get too close. But as you're looking at this, yeah, you all rolled high enough. It's fine. Looks like a tree root.
That's freaky.
Yeah, he's like now got some of it out of him, and there's this like tar covered tree root that he's pulling out of his face.
Lily, Selune can see kind of through you, right? Like, can you ask her what's up?
I can try.
Because I seeing this, I don't feel comfortable without consulting the rest of, you know.
That's not good.
Kelemvor stands all of a sudden. He looks around. Wretched creatures.
Oh.
See, you should have let me kill him.
What is your purpose? What is your pride? What hubris have you to challenge I?
Who are you?
Yeah.
He just turns to you. You are ambitious. We'll meet again soon. Kelemvor goes down to one knee and then just falls over onto the ground. On his side.
Is he dead?
You're not sure. The tree root that he was holding, he's not moving, but the tree root that he was holding is now like wiggling across the floor. And you can tell like there's more.
I'm gonna disintegrate it.
Okay. You disintegrate the tree root. Are you, like casting disintegrate?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, yeah. It's got 1 HP and 10 AC, so sure. It doesn't just disintegrates immediately. You can tell that, like there's more going down into his neck.
Cool. I'm gonna put one in one of my empty vials.
Yeah, you like chop one off, like chop part of it off.
Yep.
Okay.
Is the part that I chop off still moving?
Yes.
Okay.
As you pick it up, like how do you pick it up as well?
Do you want me to mage hand that?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Okay, I mage hand it.
As the mage hand grabs it, it starts to surround the mage hand and actually sticks to it. You have to like scrape it off on the edge of the vial because it starts to like grow around the mage hand.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I would also like a vial of this.
Well, there's plenty to go around. On my mage hand.
So, these things, are they like crawling out of him now?
Well, it's all one big root.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Is he alive or dead?
You're not positive.
Can I make a medicine check?
Yes.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
30.
You have to remove the plate armor, because whenever you try to check his pulse, there isn't one, and you rapidly start removing like his plate, which takes like Luna and Shadowscale have to help you just because of its sheer size. It's even if you're strong enough, it's unwieldy. Like remove the plate mail and start removing the pauldrons and stuff. You see this infection, whatever it is, has taken hold, and it's not just under the skin in some places; it is the skin in others. And you see where a normal human's heart would be. Instead is this gaping hole, and you see this bead of red glowing something inside. It's just with all of these tendrils of this tar wood-like substance attached to it.
Cool. So it's a hole, correct?
Yeah, it's a hole. You can see straight through him, in fact.
We should...
Okay.
Wait. We should literally try to get our gods to look through us right now. They need to see this.
I would agree. This isn't something we should be hasty on.
Alright, if we're doing that, I specifically call Shondakul and not Jergal.
Good to know. Alright.
Eve starts probing her, Raven.
Okay.
Emergency, please.
All of you roll a whatever your highest mental stat is. Roll that as an ability check.
Does charisma work?
Yeah, that's a mental stat. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could I argue for strength?
You know what, Oz? Yes, go for it.
I guess wisdom would be mine.
Okay.
I just realized, side note, that I have a 17 to strength. I don't know why, but I have a 17 to
because
strength.
turtles get a +2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a +1.
And then Bala, yeah.
Yeah, and then Bala.
Do I have to?
You don't have to, no. You can choose not to.
Well, I mean, like, this is to contact our team,
Selune's
right?
already got.
Oh, that's right, because you're a cleric.
Yeah.
I would say no. You just automatically contact Selune. You're like, hey, what's up? There's some shit happening. She's like, oh fuck, let me take a look. Yeah, so Oz, you flex a little bit, and Chandicole's like, whoa, what, brother? You look a little tense there. He looks at you. Oh, what the fuck? In his normal, like very stoner manner. Oz, this is not good. Not good at all. And you get basically the same response from all of the different gods.
What the hell is it?
None of them know. None of them have any idea. They've never seen anything like that before.
We had an entity talk to us just a second ago. Didn't give us a name.
You guys think it was AshWinter?
No.
No. I don't think so.
Well, it didn't sound familiar.
It ain't familiar.
What was the thing with Luce again?
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep, yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean,
don't know it was him.
Tree roots and Luce was a tree.
But he's also been in contact with the other plane. The other spear. He could have contracted something from there.
Even the Raven Queen's like, gods contracting diseases?
Something
Yeah.
strong enough to do so.
You're all telepathic bonded as well. So like you can all hear you're having like a
It's a giant
communal
Zoom call with gods.
Yes. Luce answer. Yes.
Does this look familiar?
Oh no. It does.
What is it?
That's Naya. What is going on?
So we need to destroy it.
I don't know.
Cool. So Oz has 1 mild fire left.
Oh man.
And 2 vials of explosives.
It's possible we can save him.
Hold on.
We're not saving
Giant
him.
hole in his chest.
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Oz is crafting his bomb while you're coming up with your idea.
I'm
gonna cast Lesser Restoration on them.
Okay. Cast it. Doesn't take.
Yeah, that's
Lesser Restoration has to target a living creature.
Can I? Is this thing like pulsing and stuff?
Yeah, it is actually a little bit. And every time it pulses, there's like a red energy that goes through all the tendrils.
Okay.
Be careful not to touch it.
Touch it with Mage Hand.
Alright, I touch it with Mage Hand.
Your Mage Hand, you watch as soon as the hand touches it, and Mage Hand's visible as a note, you can see it. As soon as the Mage Hand touches it, the whole spell is just sucked into this thing, and your connection with your Mage Hand is instantly set.
Oh.
Should I throw a disintegrate into it? I can do that.
No.
I'm kind of agreeing with the bomb here.
I have a bomb.
So does Oz.
Yeah, I have one too.
I have. Let's see. How big is that bomb? I need to know.
You hear Luce just go, use all the bombs.
Cool.
I kind of have a bomb too. If we want to.
I have a bomb that literally combined 10 wildfires. I have 7 wildfires and 7 alchemy fires.
Okay, we're not trying to kill ourselves. Also,
Do you want my alchemy fires
No.
and my mild
Eve's just
fires?
trying to like delete the fucking universe.
He's over here, some big win energy. Like, let's go right now, guys. Let's just
I
go. We
wanna
got
touch
it.
it with a stick.
We
You
said
touch it with a stick?
bomb, not
Yeah.
a nuke.
Oh.
Oh no.
Lily, as you touch it, this tendril of darkness just shoots directly out of the red pulsing heart, swirls around the stick, covers the whole stick, and then starts to cover your hand. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
With
DC
advantage.
25.
I do have advantage. Yeah.
DC 25.
I just made it.
You manage to jerk your hand away just in time as this thing consumes the entire stick, and you feel as if it called out to you for a moment, as if it wanted you to just place your hand in. It won't hurt.
All right, that answers. Lelia grabs her hand. Oh, that answers that question. Never mind.
Lily almost lost a hand.
Seraph,
What?
I'm gonna put this bomb in there. I need you to be ready to cut off my arm if need be.
I could just put mage
I
hand
just
right over
kind
it
of
and kind of drop
cautiously
it.
look at Lily. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Oz places the bomb inside of the hole.
Question.
Okay.
Everybody back away.
Answer.
I'm sorry, but I need to point this out. It's going to get the black ooze everywhere, and we're inside the room.
Okay, so we have a portal. Let's fucking get close to that.
Oh yeah, gate's still open.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna.
How close is the body to gate?
Very close. Like the Valkyrie, this Valkyrie right here is sitting right in front of the gate.
Cool. Okay. So
How do we make sure it worked?
Gate's a two-way portal. Just throwing that out there as a DM.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
All right. So we can check on it afterwards. And for
Alright.
I'm
this.
gonna get one of the Valkyries to bless Oz.
Okay. So Oz, you have a 1d4.
I guess I
Two
will
saving
cast
throws.
resistance as well.
Well, he is a 1d. Oh yeah, because they stack. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have 2d4 to saving throws.
okay.
So only anyone
I
else
need you
can make it.
guys. I've only ever asked you to do this one other time. Step through the portal, and I'll meet you on the other side.
Question. Why don't you just let us use mage hand? Hold it? And
Because my hand's already in this thing's chest.
Yeah, he's like now holding it, and there's like these tendrils slowly working their way up his arm.
okay. Don't blow yourself up.
Everybody get through.
As soon as everyone is through, Oz is gonna crush the mildfire as he always does.
All right.
Can I argue that I could use my held action to pull Oz into the pocket dimension?
You can, yeah.
Would it be a contested strength check against the tendrils?
It would be a contested wisdom check
You have advantage.
because
Okay.
the tendrils draw you in. They don't pull you. They just get you to place your hand there.
Didn't even need to convince me. I shoved my hand right in there.
Right, exactly. Okay, let's see. All right. Everyone else goes through the gate, right?
I'm holding up next to it, and I'm gonna just. Oz, do you want some help with damage?
I got this one, bud.
Okay. Get some stepping through.
God damn, fucking feeble mind. All right. Yeah, you step through the gate. You've got your hand in this, and it's slowly starting to crawl up your arm, and you just kind of look down at it, and you just crush the mildfire. As you do so, the explosion rockets outwards. So I'm gonna message Steven with a question real quick.
Oh no.
Please don't let it be. How much do you care about this character?
Something like that.
Hey, wait, no.
So as you crush the wildfire, you feel the heat of the explosion take way. The body of Kelemvor is ripped to shreds. You are thrown like 5 feet backwards from the pulse of this explosion. How much damage does wildfire do? Wildfire?
As a note, because I would feel this, that is when I would try to pull him into the
Gotcha.
pocket dimension.
The pocket dimension. As you like make the motion to do so, you note that it doesn't take hold. So I know that wildfires do 86. Wildfires, how many wildfires did you have?
I don't know. I just had. It just says 2 vials of explosive on my sheet.
Okay, great. Yeah. Cool. We'll just throw it in there. Yeah, sure. So yeah, you as you crush the wildfire, you're going to take a total, and this is all fire damage, of 67 points of damage in total. You feel that tug from Lily. You felt it once before, or maybe more than once. I don't know, but you ignore it this time. God damn it! You ignore it this time, and as you're kind of thrown a few feet backwards from the body of Kelemvor, you watch it just get ripped to pieces and shreds. This black goo goes everywhere. However, the red pulsing heart, not destroyed. You see it fly across the room in this moment of explosive power and land on the ground. Nothing touching it. It sits there, pulsing, slowly fading red, and then from your vantage point, you can see there's a crack across it, and then the crack starts to ooze this black gunk, and the red light fades. From just how far away you are, you can see this thing. It's really, you see it now. It looks like a seed, and kind of cock your head. But as you stand up, recover from the blast, you look down, and you see there is a single yellow and black gemstone laying in front of you.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. Look down at it. And when you pick it up, the gem glows for just a second, and then you hear Jergal, "Good job, Osric." And the gem vanishes from your hand. "We'll discuss this another time.
Yeah.
You should run." And you hear just footsteps and like more than 100 soldiers. And you turn to look. There are like 5 planetars currently entering the hall, and probably like a dozen or more devas.
I gotta go. Osric Barmus, new god of judgment.
Oh no, you gave them your name. As you rush through the gate, Lila, you're watching part of this. You see the angels, and you see one of them like look at the ground, look around, like confused as fuck as to what's going on. There's black goo everywhere. And then Oz rushes through the gate. Do you close the gate?
I imagine that like Lily is like running out after she like didn't feel him go through. It was like, what the fuck? And then like immediately turns around, seeing everybody, and Oz running, and they're like, all right, yep, nope, we gone.
We gotta go. And close the gate. You are all currently standing in the like palace, the main hall of Selune's keep. And you turn and look. She is probably just 20 feet from you, currently sitting in this like elegant chair, not even a throne. You can't even call this a throne. It's basically just like a fancy chair, which I guess is what a throne is. Anyway, And she looks over all of you. She stands up, panicked.
Oz, you're covered in all that black goo.
Yeah, Oz, you do have a lot of it on you. None of it is moving as a note. Once the gate closed, it stopped moving.
Can I prestidigitation it? Does it go away?
You try it, it disappears.
Okay, I start prestidigitation.
Yep. Whatever this is, it seems to have been rendered inert. And Selune looks up and down at all of you. I take it that went poorly.
Depends on how you look at it.
Well, Kelemvor's dead.
He was infected with something.
Yep.
I blew up half my arm.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
your arm is just in shambles. Like imagine, you've seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those moments. Like you're gonna have to go back to your automail mechanic and etc. I just realized you are Winry and he. Oh my god, no! Wait, hold on.
But Oz doesn't have enough int to be Edward.
Hey, you watch your fucking mouth.
I love you.
Yeah, but he's much stronger than Edward. He's Edward who traded all of his int for strength.
Oz is a combination of the Elric brothers.
He's
a combination of Edward and fucking
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Lieutenant Armstrong.
Okay, but he's a literal fucking suit of armor.
That's true. I guess it's Alphonse and Armstrong at this point. Just like super strong suit of armor.
As a note, Lily does walk up and like, can I take her arm?
Yeah.
She just detaches his arm.
Yeah, he as you have like several of your fingers in your other hand, you just hand them to her.
Sorry.
But good news, the body is destroyed.
So you killed Kelemvor. You did it.
I think he was dead before we got there.
Whatever that thing was.
It's
I
foreboding.
I have a feeling that the meeting was a trap.
The meeting. We were never called to a meeting.
Exactly. That's why it's a trap.
Oh.
Wait.
We straight up asked them in the last session.
Not all of them.
You did ask them there would be a meeting. That does not mean that they were called.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, the way it works is you guys show up, and whenever you guys show up, Kelemvor calls them and notifies them that they can come into his realm.
Oh.
Okay. So I may have acted a little prematurely on that one, guys.
No, I thought you didn't.
Hey, thanks.
That's sarcasm.
I don't understand it.
It means not so good of a job.
My runtimes do not compute.
Obviously, it was a good job. Everything's figured out. Most things are.
Everything
dealt
went
with the
according
problem.
to plan.
The plan that you made up as it was happening?
No, I had a plan. The plan was, get the Jergal's dimension, then get to Kelemvor's plane, which we did perfectly, flawlessly. Check out my wicked sweet boat skills. Then we got into the keep.
I hate to
we
say
snuck
this,
around.
I still knew we were here.
John DeCool gave us a portal. Bless up, door god. It's a doorway. What's the difference?
You hear, and go, well, it's really more of a list of goals than a plan, but sure.
But what is a plan? What is a plan except for goals that you achieve?
No, sure, okay, yeah, all right, we'll just leave that one there.
Oh,
We'll come
you're a
back.
Shield, man. Come on, you're supposed to be on my side.
Don't be on his side, Ian. Be smarter.
Hold on, literally, you're on my side.
Like literally, he's like hanging off your hip right now.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
What?
Oh, also, and then kill Kelemvor,
Again, a goal.
which we accomplished. Part of the plan.
Technically true.
He's not wrong.
You turned him into a child.
No, Groin did that.
I think that's an insult to children.
My
I will
God.
remind everybody that there is a saying, all is fair in love and war.
Correct. I agree with that 100%.
Okay, this is an important question.
Oh my God.
That's a really good
Yes.
saying for us.
Go fuck yourself, Oz. You and your goddamn God dream. Fuck.
What happened when you blew up Kelemvor?
A bunch of guards ran into the room.
I meant particularly with Kelemvor.
Oh, he turned into a pink and black mist.
Fairly accurate.
Okay.
And then the
What was
red
the red
glowy
shooty
thing,
orb that shot across?
the red glowy thing that was pulsing, cracked. Some black stuff leaked out of it, and then it's glowing.
Was it a seed?
Was it?
Even, I don't know. I'm not a botanist.
Oh. I knew I should have poked my head through and shot a disintegrate at the red glowy orb.
There's no gate.
I know. That's my point.
Oh, okay. Would you ask, Groin?
I asked Oz what happened to the stone.
What stone?
We don't know
Sorry.
that he was going after something in Kelemvor.
No, I got lost in the conversation. I apologize.
So, let me get this straight. You killed Kelemvor, and upon his death, it was revealed that he had this substance.
He was still alive. Oz caught up in his face because we saw a black mass thing, and he started tugging at it. And then an entity talked to us that we got no idea who. Said that we'll be meeting soon. And then he killed over. And then we found the red mass with black ooze stuff.
Yes, it is, Oz.
Good.
So, and Lily pulls out the vial, seeing that Oz's is still moving.
Whatever you do, don't touch that. It engulfs anything. It touches.
We are looking for an entity powerful enough to corrupt gods. Is related to the kind of rattles the vial roots, and
Is named Nier.
yeah.
You think Nia did this?
I have it on good authority.
So, maybe we should explain what happened in the pocket dimension.
Yeah, so okay.
Yes, about
So I don't know
this.
if you know, but I got like 1,000 different versions of me in my head.
Okay.
About Luce.
Plus one other guy. Who also might be a version of me. I'm not 100% sure anymore. But basically he dealt with this stuff, and basically Oz spends the next 45 minutes explaining the entire backstory of Luce and everything that's happened.
Okay, great. Refreshments are brought out.
Diagrams and everything.
Refreshments are brought out just because, like, Selune's just like, what the fuck do you do in this situation? Like, this is not really a thing that she's used to dealing with. She brings out some food, and she brings out like doctors and other things, and she sits down. She listens to the whole thing.
As a note, I would like to request the blacksmith as well while he's explaining.
There are many extremely good blacksmiths here on Mount Celestia, so
Cool. Yeah, I would like to work with them because I've got proficiency with tinker's tools.
okay,
To
yeah, you
fix Oz's arm while this is going on.
leave off to the side into the smithy while explaining. And Oz, real weird here. as you're explaining, you start to get flashes of deja vu. You stood right here before and knelt to Selune, but you don't think about it. You've never done that before.
That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
But you remember doing
Did
it.
Did I do that?
And you kind of have like stop in the middle of your explanation. So, and okay, and then you just go right back into it. Like 30 minutes or whatever pass as you've told the story of Luce, and you end with explaining the corruption of Luce into that strange Gulthias tree, and now you see like the light bulb ding basically for Selune, and that was Naya. What is this? This is not Naya's
Or
plan.
Were you not listening? Were you not listening? That's what I just said.
how do you say that? Alethatep. You said
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
Nair. You can just say Nair.
Yeah.
Or near, whatever.
Oh, also, it looks like this mask.
Wait, what do you mean? What looks like this mask? Hold up.
It's wearing the mask.
Isn't the mask that Oz has of Nier?
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yep.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of his forms. One of his like popular forms. Yeah. And I'm aware who Nier is. Nier helped us deal with Azakiel the first time that we had to suppress him. Nier and Asmodeus actually threw aside differences and assisted us with the binding ritual. I was not a part of this, but other gods were. It is peculiar for him to surface again. Nier was shattered hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Nier no longer exists.
We're told whoever took his place is not what he.
Kelemvor was acting strangely for quite some time now.
Oh, also I
suppose this explains it.
I am calling myself the God of Judgment now, so...
She raises one eyebrow. That is not something you can decide.
I already did.
Can I disintegrate him, please?
No.
I've got tons of scrolls of it, though. Could do it.
You have potential, Osric, but you cannot simply name yourself the god of a portfolio and have it happen.
Actually, I can do whatever I want.
I think what he's trying to say is he can call himself it. It doesn't mean that he actually is it. If you're,
Very well. However, I would prefer to not let other deities hear you proclaim such interesting theories, as it may cause a bit of tension.
Yeah, that might be fair. Speaking of which, I think we need to let all of the council know about this.
They have already been informed.
Okay, good.
That we literally summoned a good portion of them. Ours, at least.
I think that there are very strange things happening right now. I do not have the answers. But I do know that there may be some connection here, and she kind of has this painful grimace. Lily, you actually walk back in the room with Oz's arm fixed at this point. It's been like 45 minutes or so, or whatever. There was an entity not long ago with the name of Shar. She is my sister. She's been gone for some time, and not gone in the usual way. She was erased somehow. It is not clear what happened there. But Shar was one of the gods that shattered Nyarlathotep. I believe there are some strange things happening here.
Leave his head hurt.
Slightly. Yeah, at the mention of Shar, you get a mild headache.
Mm.
Though it's not as extreme as it usually is when you hear that name.
Well, that's an improvement.
Rest here for the night. We should call a meeting tomorrow.
I would agree. I could also use some rest.
Right. We gotta let everybody know about my new title.
I might have fucking
No,
drop
no,
kick you.
no.
I wish I could.
Lily walks up to Oz and so question. Does Oz feel
strange things that happen in Toy Story?
pain?
Yeah, Oz feels like actual pain, yes.
Alright, cool. She very painfully reattaches his arm.
Ooh.
Stop.
It's like having your dislocated arm set back in place. It's not a fucking pleasant thing
That
at all.
fucking hurts really
It does. I know. That's about what this feels like.
Quite frankly,
Taps his shoulder. You should probably not anger, like all 29 ladies.
I would have to
30.
agree.
One of them's dead, 29.
And
There
you-
were 31.
And you're
I was counting
literally
myself.
standing in one's court.
Nonetheless, I think a rest would do us all good. You may stay here in the fields of Elysium where rest is guaranteed.
Thank you for inviting us back. We look forward to the conversation tomorrow.
She nods, and kind of with a wave, the meeting between all of you is dismissed. And
I would like to do
to rage.
Okay. Yes.
Do you
No.
need help analyzing the thing? Deconstructing it.
So, I would like to take the time to cast Legend Lore.
Okay, what are you casting it on?
This tendril.
This tendril specifically?
I guess the tendril and the seed that Oz described.
Okay, the seed? Okay. Sure.
Would you like me to ping Legend Lore?
No, yeah, you can if you want. I'm just thinking of how this turns out. Isn't of legendary importance. And this is pretty legendary importance. Okay, the object that you encountered goes by several names. However, it is not of your world. In fact, it is the origin of this is beyond even Legend Lore's understanding. This is some kind of corrupted seed, some kind of strange entity. It goes by many different names, and one of the most common names that it is called by is a Seed of Aang. It is a corrupting. It is a corrupting influence that dominates anything that it manages to come in contact with and corrupts the land around it. And its sole purpose is to instate pure order. Basically, it is a seed of entropy.
Ah, fuck. And he says, not of this world?
It is not, no. In fact, its origin is lost to time. Legend Lore has no idea either.
This is...
I told you there would be crossover.
Yeah, I knew there was going to be crossover. That's why I was like, oh god, is this what it's like to have super metagaming? Like,
yeah, kind of.
But then you guys started saying Nair or whatever, and I was like,
He goes
So
by
I'm
names.
taking this is something from the Monday campaign.
It's not necessarily from the Monday campaign, but it's been mentioned a handful of times in the Monday campaign as well.
Mentioned.
He took out an entire troop of fucking mercenaries.
It did take out an entire troop of mercenaries. The Seed of Aang is something that has caused problems in Arum before. and it appears to have found its way here in Faerun.
So, also out of character, the stuff that was going on with Kelemvor, does that look like similar to what was going on with Haruka?
Out of character? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He looks a lot
God.
like what was going on with Haruka.
Yeah, alright, I know what's going on.
You think.
Okay, well,
So,
I have
it's
a
so much
very,
deeper.
very general idea of what's going on.
So much worse.
So Eve's theory was correct. He picked something up as he was
Yeah.
meeting with the other side, which
Yes.
Lily, after this, because she just casted this straight up, like in the middle of the hall.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yes. Yes.
Where did you send Rue?
I sent her to one of the only viable crystal spheres left, actually. A place called Arum.
So, that's where Kelemvor was going.
I believe that is the theory.
Lily?
Yes.
Are you implying what my theory was earlier would be correct?
I don't know. I think the only lead we have is that...
Good night, Sam. We're about to wrap up anyways. We got
Yeah.
like literally a minute left.
Yeah.
I think the only lead we have is that Kelemvor was communicating with something called the Darako on Arum, and like that's the only lead we have. So
I will contact Rue and see what she knows.
well, not only that. How does one get to Arum?
Yeah, just ask it straight out.
Not today.
I'm not saying I want to go right now, or anytime soon. I mean, this obviously
The only
a
way
world-ending
in
crisis.
There's only one way into Arum, and there is no way back, to my knowledge. However, Kelemvor was transporting himself between two crystal spheres. I do not know. The only way into Arum is via a one-way channel called the Aether Gate. There is one here in Faerun. It is only one direction, however. It also has severely limited use, and its use for this century has already been used up. How Kelemvor was doing this, I have no idea.
He probably had help from the other side. If I had to guess.
That doesn't make sense to me, but...
Or he brought something back whenever he first figured out how.
Perhaps.
Oh, fucking, we destroyed that library.
Get fucking wrecked. For now, I think we retire for the night. I have things to think on. She stands. Good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Turns around, goes behind the throne through these large doors and closes behind her. And that is where we will wrap the session up.
One thing. Lily turns to Oz. Was his head gone?
Oh, it was all gone.
Fuck.
The group.
Wait, didn't we pull someone from that dimension out of your head?
With a spell, yeah. There was only one cast of it, though.
Well, not exactly. The way River got through is by establishing ascending with Lily and then using that magical connection, and she traveled through that somehow, which is still kind of an enigma.
What we can do is ask her about it. She would know. She would know what that seed is.
Yeah. We'll end the session there. That